The other runners, and the bookies were the ones cheering with a 50-to-1 chance Lake Worth successful, and Rory's Jester beaten at odds on and also pulled up sore, so maybe something did go wrong at the start for Rory's Jester, and I suppose you could argue that he should have been scratched, but how can you tell? Something that it's a real headache for officials, and fortunately it only happens rarely. So the Chirnside Stakes thrown in a complete disarray yesterday. First event from Caulfield was the Nursery Stakes, and Isajak, who's in front at this stage, kicks nicely and responds to the whip to score comfortably from Romantic Game.
Romantic Game with 200 to go. They're clear of Whirl Around, and then further back in the field, by all reports, the other straggling. Romantic Game can't get to Isajak. Isajak has kicked away from Romantic Game, and by all reports gets to third from Mr. Moe, but Isajak's two good wins at 2 lengths on the run home. Romantic Game second, 2.5 away third, is by all reports from Mr. Moe. And then
second went to Pharostan, who bursts up out very deep on the track. Darren Gouchy obviously confident this far from home, and well he might be, because Pharostan goes on to score by 3 lengths.
In the straight, and Alien back on the fence, running down to the 200 though, and Pharostan raced up to grab the lead from Nascaro. Then Alien further back, Tavros gets to the outside, but Gouchy went for home on Pharostan, kicked away, and is home. Raced 3 lengths in front of Tavros, Alien, and Nascaro, and Pharostan an easy winner. Pharostan about 3 lengths to Tavros. 2 lengths away, third is Alien from Nascaro, Judd and Lodger on our selection. Sapphire
third race winner, Sports Ruler, also zoomed up out very deep at the home turn. He's the horse in whitish colours with the blinkers, and he goes on to score well.
The back Total Band, Civitas in the straight, the leader Lighthouse Watson. Sapphire Lad grabbed it, but Sports Ruler came at them quickly now. Sports Ruler's raced up to make a line of 3, shot to the front now, the top weight. He got away now. Sapphire Lad is starting to battle on from Lighthouse Watson, but Sports Ruler with Trelaw riding hards in front of Sapphire Lad, and Sports Ruler races on to win by a length. Sapphire Lad second. 1.25 third is Lighthouse Watson. Further out as Lady
fourth went to Warene, who looked set for a comfortable victory at the home turn, but really had a battle with Christmas Hamper, and only a head in it at the finish.
Morgan Fleur stopped snoozing. Christmas Hamper back on the inside, 200 to go. Warene moved up on the outside of Christmas Hamper. They're 3 lengths in front of Lady Padrug and French Desire. Warene the outside, Christmas Hamper the rail. Warene's got a head in front now from Christmas Hamper. Trevina riding for dear life. Warene takes the lead. Christmas Hamper kicking again. Warene in front near the line. She's 1 at a nose on the post. 2 Christmas Hamper, 4 lengths away third is Stop Snoozing. They're racing.
This is the 5th, the Eclipse Stakes, and So Vague successful here. Nicely ridden by Michael Clark. Settles midfield on the fence and was out at the right time to challenge in the straight.
Further out, and Cup Tie goes around the outside. Clears the field comfortably. Cup Tie and leads 2 lengths, settling down now to O'Johnny. They're followed further back in the field now by Mrs. Fitzherbert. A little wide there is Sir Zephyr back on the inside. Then came Carlisle Ben. Around them goes Wise Call as they slow up in front. Nondescript back about 7th on the outside of So Vague. 2 lengths to Bandy Legs, 1.5 aiming, 3/4 anchor of the rail. 2 lengths to Way and Rock, who's back with Desperate Sweep. They've got 1,400 metres to go, and Sir Zephyr went to the front. Sir Zephyr the leader now, led by 1.5 in second placing O'Johnny. Cup Tie has ridden back on the fence third today from Wise Call, 3 deep around the outside and pulling. A length into Mrs. Fitzherbert, followed by Carlisle Ben. Then came So Vague, working away from the fence, Nondescript in front of it. 2 lengths to Way and Rock, Bandy Legs, and then aiming. Then Desperate Sweep and 2 to Anchor, who brought up the rear, and there's about 15 lengths from first to last. At the 1,000-metre mark now, and the leader is Sir Zephyr, about a length in front of O'Johnny. Wise Call on the outside, a half away from Nondescript out 4 deep. Cup Tie back on the fence from Way and Rock around the outside of So Vague, and they're followed by Carlisle Ben. Desperate Sweep pulled around Bandy Legs, and they're starting to bunch up with Anchor starting to take off. About 5 lengths covering the field, 700 metres to go. O'Johnny went up to Sir Zephyr. Wise Call came at O'Johnny, further back in the field. Anchor from last with a long run around the outside from So Vague and Mrs. Fitzherbert. They're trying to get out and back on the inside, Cup Tie. On the bend they race, 500 metres to go. Nondescript going up to Sir Zephyr from O'Johnny. Anchor is very wide on the track, and they're followed by Wise Call. So Vague with nowhere to go, and then Carlisle Ben trying to get out. In the straight, 300 to go. Sir Zephyr in front. Mrs. Fitzherbert gets out now. She's going out after the leader. Carlisle Ben trying to get clear, and here's So Vague with a late run. 200 metres to go and aiming, flying home, but So Vague has raced to the front. So Vague in front of aiming and Mrs. Fitzherbert, and it's So Vague. So Vague for the Eclipse by 3/4 to aiming. 2 lengths third is Mrs. Fitzherbert from Carlisle Ben. On the bend
This is the
point,
Chirnside when it eventually did get underway properly. Lake Worth, in fact, scores pretty easily at the finish. Hands and heels from Craig Dinn at 50 to 1.
From Seeger and Bullion Broker in the straight, 300 to go. Baptise about 3/4 in front. Rory's Jester asked to run on the outside, coming after him from Lakeworth and Richfield's Lad. Back on the inside, Baptise in front, 200 to go. Lakeworth on the outside and Rory's Jester and Bullion Broker finishing quickly. Lakeworth has grabbed the lead with about 50 metres to go and a boil over win. Lakeworth's going to get up and win. Lakeworth has won on the line a length to Bullion Broker. Mr. Magic might have poked through to get third ahead of Rory's Jester. About 2 lengths.
Flying finish gave Come Tell victory in the 7th, but very narrowly from Water Show.
Verdict, and they're clear further back in the field. 11 the clouds when they make the bend. In the straight, they fan across the track now. Century Waltz in front. True Verdict gets out to tackle it with Golden Trice, and Water Show joins in. Water Show's raced up to grab them now at the 200 metre mark from Century Waltz. Fighting on back on the inside of Water Show still is True Verdict, and here down the outsides Come Tell with a late run. Water Show, True Verdict, Come Tell flying to them. It's a great go to the line. It might be Water Show, a nose to Come Tell, and True Verdict on the inside. 3 of them across the track.
Come Tell getting the verdict there. The final race went to Currabahah, who scores pretty impressively. Solidly back to start 11 to 2.
Currabahah in the straight, 250 out. Ceree raced up to tackle Stylish Wish, and Currabahah joining in on the outside. Currabahah, Stylish Wish on the inside from Ceree, and then Thorpe and Currabahah out in the centre has raced to the front, the top weight, and she's coming away now. Currabahah from Stylish Wish, flashing home late is Lady Patch, but Currabahah too good, 3 lengths Stylish Wish. Lady Patch has got up to run third wide out ahead of
the final event on a very controversial day at...
Away from them, 2 lengths in front, Bucking Rip in second place. Hondo-Matic making ground, Canabra over towards the inside, Bold Endeavour in front, close to home. He's going to be too good for them. Bold Endeavour first, Bucking Rip second, Canabra third, and...
Well, it was Tattersalls Racing Club Day at Eagle Farm yesterday, and it's pretty famous for long price winners. In the third leg of the treble, certainly a long price one here. Royal Raydon at 50 to 1, defeating Neil Williams on Trafalgar Star.
Back to Elytra and then Royal Raydon into the straight, 400 metres to go. Power Arrow just in front of Trafalgar Star, and Blues Lad Pop, the big question on the outside. He's running on well. Oakdean Lady just behind them, and then Petruccio, and now Shinui pulled to the outside, is putting in a big finishing run. 200 metres to go. Trafalgar Star the leader. Coming at Trafalgar Star, Oakdean Lady, Shinui and Royal Raydon coming at the lot of them on the outside. Trafalgar Star just in front. Royal Raydon swamping him on the outside. They hit the line. Royal Raydon, I think, got up to win it. Royal Raydon first, Trafalgar Star second, Shinui third.
The Gold Coast apprentice Spike Escott just bringing Royal Raydon along at the right time to pip Trafalgar Star. And now we switch to Rose Hill, and the first leg of the treble down there was the 4th event, the Currabahah Handicap, and it went to Britt's Kingdom, and you'll notice him in blue colours out pretty deep on the track with the blinkers on, and he wears away to defeat Bastille.
Second is Bastille, zoning third from Viva Apollo, and Britt's Kingdom coming down the outside with Essential. 250 to go. Peaceful Joe a length and a half, Bastille. Third is zoning, followed by Britt's Kingdom, grinding away. He's coming home well now, Britt's Kingdom. Britt's Kingdom after Peaceful Joe and Bastille. 3 in line. Britt's Kingdom on the outside, puts the head in front. Johnston rides for dear life on Britt's Kingdom, and Britt's Kingdom wins the money.
The middle leg of the Rose Hill treble, and the Queenslander Sea Road looked desperately unlucky. He was beaten by the favourite Chanteclair. Now Sea Road's in the green cap on the inside running fourth, and he gets no luck at all in the straight.
Pride of Indies coming right around the outskirts of the field. Wholesale Boom battling on, and Chanteclair's into the open. And as they race past the ledger, Chanteclair quickly straight up to go to the lead. Pride of Indies is battling on well on the outside. A length away third is Mardek. It's Chanteclair in front from Pride of Indies, not giving in without a fight. Sea Road the inside, and coming home well as Mighty Justice. Chanteclair the leader. Here's Sea Road at him now. Chanteclair still in front. Chanteclair holds Sea Road.
The 7th event, and the odds-on favourite At Sea looked well beaten with about 50 metres to go. In the end, it was a very deceptive finish. He prevailed over Gypsy Alert by a short half head.
At Sea's getting into the open. He's putting in the long strides now, and then Vain Fury and Black Ivory. Double Dandy a long way back, but here's At Sea approaching the 200, and At Sea driven to the front by Darren Beedman. Gypsy Alert second. Chime Square battling on. He's had to go for At Sea. Here's Gypsy Alert and Vain Fury. Gypsy Alert on the inside, and At Sea. The Gypsy's going home best. Gypsy Alert!
I've looked at it a few times. It did look like Gypsy Alert, but the favourite At Sea, to the delight of punters, getting the nod there. Now to Melbourne, and it was Caulfield, and a pretty murky old day. It eventually did rain during the day. The 4th event was the first leg of the treble, and the leader, Ceree, kicked away after they straightened and went on to score comfortably.
The rate of stars around the turn, Ceree on the inside. Just in front of Violet Girl, Lonale on the outside of them. Tatiara under the whip and lock. Arbalas pulled well out. and Maybell Miss getting a run, but Ceree broke clear at the 300, got about 2.5 lengths in front. Tatiara's battling on, and Maybell Miss and Likealunch down the outside, but Ceree is well clear with 100 to go, holding them at bay. Maybell Miss and Likealunch trying hard, but Ceree with that inside barriers won at about a half length to Maybell Miss, ahead to Likealunch third. And
that rain, which threatened early in the program, did eventuate just before the fifth event. It was really tumbling down as they ran this race, and it certainly suited the outsider Selso, ridden by Therese Payne, with the extreme outside runner when they straighten, and goes on to defeat Currabahah.
Venganza tackling it, check the deck, easing to the outside, starting to come home well. They're followed by Currabahah and Jurisdiction out wider. Check the deck, got to the leaders. Check the deck, Venganza, and here's Jurisdiction out wide, and Selso with a good run. It's about 6 in line with 100 metres to go. Anybody's race. Selso, the outsider's got to the lead with Jurisdiction fighting on, and Currabahah and Selso, it is on the outsides, won it from Currabahah and Jurisdiction.
Well, Robert Holmes of Court might have a bit more money to spend on BHP shares this week because his horse Brightman Verdict was successful in the final leg. Now, Brightman Verdict's the horse getting up on the inside to go up and challenge the leaders, and then he switches to the outside rail in the straight to score very easily.
A line of 4, 2 lengths to Drury Sun running on, and then behind them came Hoodoo Joe. Into the straight, they're heading to the outside, and Brightman Verdict dash to the lead now. From Burano, Fab's Image still there, and so too is Lightning Bow, with about 200 to go. However, Brightman Verdict clear from Fab's Image and Lightning Bow, and then Burano the outside, followed by Drury Sun. But in the run home, Brightman Verdict right against the outside rail wins it by 3 lengths. Second placing to Fab's Image, Lightning Bow third.
Unfortunately, that's all we have time for this morning in our racing segment. Bundamba on Tuesday, Eagle Farm Wednesday, and a very big meeting at Doomben next Saturday, the 4X Stakes. Back to you, Pete.
Thanks, Pat. Short program.
At 150 metres to go, and Tolga Town has kicked again on the inside. Tolga Town just in front of Croxley Echo. Matagorda coming through in the middle. Tolga Town in front, close to home. I think he's going to hang on. Yes, he's too good for them. Tolga Town wins it by a half length. Tolga Town first. Second, Matagorda.
To spell now Tolga Town, but I'm sure we're going to hear more of him in 1986. The second was the maiden, and it went to Towanda. Very impressive performance. He's running third on the inside, well ridden by Mike Pelling. The opposition wasn't strong, but look at him get away in the straight.
Irish Grove on the inside, and then the Entity, and Mr. Abundance has dropped out 3 lengths last again. They head towards the home turn, 450 metres to go. The leader, it's Real Double ahead in front. Second on the outside is Sherlock. Towanda waiting to have the last crack at them. He's just going to need a little luck to get off the rails. Followed by Park and Parade, and then Gypsy Khan and Gold Ridge. There's a gap in the middle there now for Towanda. Pelling winding him up, and he bounded up to them, went straight to the lead. 250 metres to go, and Towanda shoots away. 3 lengths in front. Recommend running on fairly well on the outside, then Gypsy Khan and Gold Ridge, but it's all Towanda. If you're on the favourite, get in the queue. He's got it won. Towanda pushed along hands and heels, scores easily. Gold Ridge second, Recommend third.
The third was the Swan Export graduation, and it's well sort of documented that graduations with 55.5 kilos are very difficult to win. Well, Mendham Lad not only won, he bolted in, starting the 10-9 on favourite. He's in about 6th spot at this stage, moving up the chestnut horse with the baldy face.
Last air bound on the bend. 400 metres to go. Mr. Olympus loomed up quickly on the outside of Mooncutter, ran to the lead. Harry Gold is a length away in third place. Mendham Lad now pulled to the outside, putting in a strong run, followed by King's Bishop and then Pandor Khan. 200 metres to go. Mr. Olympus is the leader, not for long. Here's the favourite, Mendham Lad. He's raced up quickly on the outside. He shoots to the front. He's got it won. Mendham Lad drawing clear of the field in the run to the post. He's going to win it easily. Mr. Olympus second, I think, just in front of Pandor Khan.
The fourth was the 4X Bitter Ale graduation, and apprentice Spots McGrath did it pretty tough in the heat on Friday afternoon, getting his weight down to ride Flash Emperor. He was rewarded here. Flash Emperor running on the outside of the leader, comfortably holds off a Cruise Missile in the straight.
To the home turn, 450 metres to go. Top the ton and Flash Emperor locked together. Montecito third, Cruise Missile going easily fourth, then Hazelmere, followed by Galaxy Gal making a quick dash. Further back came Palace Intrigue, pulled to the outside, then How to Blush, Prince Pageant and Even Seal into the straight, 300 metres to go. Flash Emperor loomed up on the outside, ran to the lead, got past Top the Ton. Cruise Missile pulled to the outside, running on fairly well, and then Palace Intrigue. Flash Emperor still the leader, 100 metres to go. I think he's got them beaten. Yes, he goes for the whip on him. He's a length in front of Cruise Missile. He's going to be too good, and Flash Emperor wins it. Flash Emperor first, second, Cruise Missile tight third.
Well, it's 4 on the trot for Flash Emperor, and I'm sure he's a horse destined to get through to open class. He's a very, very smart 3-year-old. We'll show you now the slow-mo of the finish as they get to the 200 metres. Now, it's Flash Emperor getting the better of Top the Ton on the inside. Cruise Missile's the horse on the outside. Now, not in camera range at this stage is Palace Intrigue. You'll notice him shortly. He flashes home to get 4th, and he's one to follow. But Flash Emperor getting away again from Cruise Missile on the line. McGrath giving him 1 or 2 with the whip to keep his mind on it, and that's Palace Intrigue, the horse in the yellow cap on the outside in 4th place. I suggest that you stick with him over a little bit more ground. They were the first 4 from Doomben yesterday. We'll take a break now and come back and have a look at the Flying Mare, Basic French, Take Lakes. And Basic French, she was drawn out a little bit yesterday. Neil Williams just let her cruise across the face of the field. Now at this stage he starts to increase the tempo and he spurts away from Pete's Choice, and in the straight she was never seriously challenged.
Praising Some Charm, then Keystador, Porting in between horses, Lord Seaman next on the outside of Crawford, then Secret Bay, Brilliant Beauty and Kanga Khan. He's gone for home now as they straighten up on Basic French. She's raced away from them. She's almost 5 lengths in front. In second place is Pete's Choice. Lord Penn to the outside. Pop the Big Question. He's starting to struggle a little bit under the big weight. Then Sparkle Free. Further back came Crawford, but Basic French is well clear with 100 metres to go. He pulls the whip on her now. She's 2 lengths in front. Pete's Choice, Crawford flying home on the outside. Basic French in front. They hit it. She's won. Basic French first. Basic French beat Crawford and Pete's Choice.
Well, she was getting a bit tired, the mare, but a clever ride by Neil Williams out in front, and Basic French undefeated this campaign, and I'm sure that she's going to win one of the big races in 1986. Now, there's some good runs in the race. This is the Basic French inside the 200. Now, the horse just coming into camera range is Crawford. He really flies home, and look over on the inside is Secret Bay. He also comes home very quickly. It's Basic French in front, Pete's Choice in the blue. He eventually dead heats with Crawford, who's flying now on the outside, and Secret Bay also making up plenty of ground late. I'm sure they're two that are going to be much better suited over more ground. Crawford and Secret Bay, I suggest you follow them. 6th event was the Castlemaine Gold graduation, and it was Williams yet again scoring here on Cooper Queen. She had the inside barrier, but Williams was able to make full use of that in the middle part of the race. He gets a run through. Now she's gone up into 3rd place, tracking the leaders into the straight, and she soon gets the better of Madam Briar when they straighten.
By Melinda Lady, then Garter Crew wins the song Ace Tone and Little Worry. On the home turn, 400 metres to go, and he's let loose now on Madam Briar, and she's raced away from them. She straightens up about 1.5 lengths in front. Cooper Queen looks the immediate danger coming out after her. Bull Buffy's given in quickly. She's dropped out of it. Then Melinda Lady and Garter Crew, but Cooper Queen raced straight past Madam Briar. 150 metres to go. Cooper Queen the leader. She's in front of Madam Briar. Melinda Lady making up ground on the outside. Cooper Queen's in front, close to home. Williams goes for the whip on her, and she's too good for them. Cooper Queen first, Melinda Lady second, Garter Crew third.
Very consistent mare, Cooper Queen, and she deserved her city success there. The 7th was the Tooheys 2.2 novice, and Garter Star, who's been in the Bill Nahum stable at Murwillumbah for only 3 weeks, ran right up to his recent good Sydney form when he scored at 16 to 1. Big odds, really, considering his form. He defeated Paris Bow, the heavily backed favourite. At this stage, Paris Bow is splitting the leaders. He did a big job to get across from the wide barrier, and he battled on strongly.
Then So Torrid, Flash Chateau, Flying Emperor. Further back then came You Can, who's starting to run Many Rainbows, and then Flash Arium. Halloran's well back in the field, Favoured Man, Half Crescent, then Aqua Copper and Nuclear Dreamers last. Into the straight now, 300 metres to go. Paris Bow loomed up on the outside, went to the lead. Garter Star clear at the right time, running on fairly well. Jazz Talk boxing on. Picaco's just behind them, trying to work clear, and then Missed Irish Rogue. Garter Star loomed up on the outside of Paris Bow, ran to the lead. Garter Star in front of Paris Bow, close to home. Picaco in 3rd place, but as they hit the line, Garter Star beats Paris Bow. 3rd, Picaco.
Good effort there by Paris Bow. His first run since February, and as I mentioned, he did have a wide barrier to contend with, so he's sure to pay his way here in Brisbane. And the final event went to Shear Force. Robert Crilly, the apprentice, handling him nicely out in front. He didn't have much in reserve at the finish, and undoubtedly the unlucky runner was the second horse, Power Arrow, who was slowly away and forced to cover plenty of extra ground. It's Shear Force in front at this stage.
Totoka, followed by Catanzaro, Blue September, Shade Queen, Ceree and Dark Fury. Onto the home turn, 450 metres out. Shear Force is the leader. He'll straighten up 3/4 of a length on Noble Jones. Power Arrow to the outside, then Catanzaro. Ruadamore next, and then Totoka. Dark Fury picking up ground and heels away, who copped a bit of a bump and dropped out of it. Noble Jones loomed up on the outside of Shear Force, the favourite just in front. Shear Force in front of Noble Jones. Power Arrow coming at the pair of them on the outside. Shear Force is just in front. Power Arrow, Noble Jones trying hard to reach him. He's in front, the favourite. He's hanging on. He's won it. He's just won it, Shear Force. Tight 2nd and 3rd, Power Arrow or Noble Jones.
Well, not much doubt that Power Arrow was very unlucky there, and I think that he'll quickly make amends for that unlucky defeat. Now the TAB information from the Doomben meeting, and 4 and 3 was the double combination yesterday, $50.10, and the treble 2, 4 and 3, $113.20. The 6-pick and Division 1 paying $1,010.30. There are the numbers, 264, 632. So some well-supported runners getting in 6-pick yesterday. Division 2, $24.75. Division 3, $336.45. We'll take a break now. In 7th event was the highlight as far as Queenslanders were concerned, because Sea Road taking out the prize there, and other Queenslanders, Hallison finishing 2nd and Hoist Your Own 4th. All 3 turned in top trials for the Villiers Stakes next Saturday, and they're going to be 3 of the favourites, I'm sure. First event at Rosehill yesterday went to Francette, the favourite. She had a bit of trouble getting into the clear in the straight. Jim Cassidy did a good job on her, and under desperate riding she went on to score nicely. That's her in the red cap, angling for a run, 1 off the fence.
Just shows the way now. Francette gets the gap between Brisk Bell and La Serene. Apple Spirit hangs on, and then comes Singeing Lamp and Elaine's Girl. He had to go for the whip on Francette. Mind Games is scooting down the outside. Now Francette on the inside, and Mind Games just lead Elaine's Girl, and then comes Singeing Lamp. Francette on the inside kicking. Cassidy getting everything out of the favourite, and Francette scores. A length further back is...
Second went to Hula Chief, and this is a pretty impressive performance, and a good ride also by Ron Quinton. Now he also is angling for a run here. Has a bit of trouble getting through near the inside, but once he gets into the clear, Hula Chief goes right on with it.
Hula Chief angling for the inside run. Then Astral Ruler and Inconceivable and Jewel of Light very wide out. Hula Chief couldn't get up on the inside. Cryptic Versus gained the lead now from Tegan Mass. Hula Chief getting a saloon run now. Here comes Hula Chief. Oh, he's gobbling up Cryptic Verse. Away goes the favourite. And Hula Chief, that's all he needed, the run. He got it when it counted, and he goes on to win it.
The heavily backed favourite Fort Denison took off at the home turn, went very deep with Mick Dittman, and presented the race to Neville, who's left in front over on the inside. That's Fort Denison really careering off the track.
He's on the outside and carted the Brian Mayfield Smith horse with him, French Legion. Oh boy, now this has left Neville in front. Coming to the 200, Neville leads Barry's Double, followed by Chartbreaker, and then on the outside is the favourite, a handful for Dittman, as they race past the 150, and Neville shows the way. This favourite's gone for Denison. It's all Neville, and Neville 2 in front and goes on to win it. Neville has beaten Barry's Double.
This is the 4th, the Christmas Cup, and My Day's in front. He looked in a bit of trouble when they straightened, but under desperate riding from De Montfort, he finishes up scoring by about a neck from Mick Dittman's Mount Bastille.
Followed by Peaceful Joe, then Bastille and Masala's son Santaniaco getting along the rails. At the 250, and My Day in front a length. Second, Peaceful Joe, followed by Bastille and Gypsy Reward, and then Masala's son. De Montfort goes for My Day. Bastille's the big danger. Bastille on the outside, slowly getting to My Day, who will not surrender. My Day pulling everything out of the pocket and is going to win. My Day, a long neck to Bastille. Then comes
this is the 5th, Pat Walsh's horse, Likealunch. He's in front at this stage, and he battles on very strongly in the straight to comfortably hold off Goragilla Creek.
Past it, Likealunch in the home section, kicked away from Essential, Goragilla Creek and Sky Cherub, and then Viva Apollo. Luxolotry going backwards from Regal Diplomat. It's Likealunch in front inside the 200. Goragilla Creek a length and a half away second, followed by Essential. Likealunch at the moment is safely holding Goragilla Creek and Essential, and Likealunch, the flashy chestnut, is going to win it well.
The 6th went to the leader, Wing Commander. He's getting pretty weary the last 50 metres, but he just had enough in reserve to hold off Courageous Bow.
Half Shilling made the turn very wide, and then Southern Blaze followed at the head of the others by Courageous Bow. Shadow on the wall, and this favourite's back 3rd last. And I refer to the Sandra Din ride, and that's Adam's comment, but coming to the 200, and Wing Commander just the leader. Here's Southern Blaze throwing down the gauntlet to Wing Commander. Courageous Bow on the outside. Adam's comment won't go on. Wing Commander still in front. Here's Courageous Bow on the outside. Wing Commander just the leader. Oh, he looks as though he might have just won.
This is the 7th, and Sea Road's curling the mow back just behind the pack at this stage. It's Hallison, the Queenslander, in the pinkish colours, 1 off the fence, going up to challenge. French Colonial, the favourite. Now Sea Road working into the clear, and the other Queenslander, Hoist Your Own in the blue on the outside.
Wedged away, followed then by Hoist Your Own, but French Colonial raced up on the outside of Hallison. He's having a struggle to get away, French Colonial. Hallison's kicked back, and here's Sea Road. Hoist Your Own and Black Ivory's into the open. Hallison the leader, but Sea Road is gobbling it up now. Sea Road going home by far the better. Third, Selso.
This is the final race, and Aronia was very heavily back. 2's into 5 to 4. Looked pretty good at the home turn. He moved up into a close third, but Musstaway in the black colours put paid to him quickly at the 200 metres.
Summerline's joined in front by King's Chariot, and here comes Aronia. A length further back, Selso looking for the run. Musstaway behind those with Glomunda. A break Phoenix Empress, but now Arania is taken on by Musstaway, and Musstaway surged past Arania, followed by King's Chariot and then Phoenix Empress Christmas Dancer, but it's Musstaway forging away, and Musstaway has beaten Arania.
The 8 events from Rose Hill yesterday. Now the TAB double and treble information. 4 and 9. The double $60 even. 9, 4 and 9. Ending in the Queenslander Sea Road, $239.60. And the extra double from Rose Hill, 6 and 4, $193.40. That was the action from Sydney. Now we'll turn to Melbourne after the break again. Here they come up to this hurdle at the 1200. That's Simi Rock going first. You'll see him get bowled along the track. Then he's just getting to his feet, and along come these horses at the rear of the field, and over he goes again. And the second horse to come down was Rock Fun. Certainly a very tragic way to finish the race there in the hurdle, because Simi Rock was very heavily back too, 9 to 2 into 13 to 4. We hope those riders aren't injured. The hurdle went to long range, and he has a long margin at this stage, and he goes on to score by 10 lengths from Eric the Red.
Went up to be second from Highland Ranger and Semides over the second last, and long range about 8 lengths in front, holding them safely from Eric the Red, then Highland Ranger. Semides tiring, he's only got to jump the last, draws to it long range. He's over it safely, 8 lengths in front of Eric the Red, Highland Ranger, and they're followed further back then by Ha Ha and Diamond Scene. But Long Range is going to win very, very easily. It goes down to the post to score by about 8 lengths. Second, Eric the Red, 3 lengths away, third, Highland Ranger.
This is the second, and Pharostan, ridden by Darren Gouchy, was all the rage. He looked hard to beat at this stage when he moved up 3 off the fence, but Epicentre gets a run through, 1 out from the inside, and goes on to score by about a half length from Pharostan.
Now and tackles them a line of 4. It's Pharostan hanging, but Epicentre and Just a Fox tackling it on the inside. Epicentre put the head in front of Just a Fox and Pharostan, and Epicentre just in front, and it'll win it. A neck to Pharostan, a head away third, Just a Fox. And the leader here
third went to Isajak, who's racing 1 off the fence at this stage. He sprints away here shortly, and he has plenty in reserve to hold off La Elegance, and Golden Walk makes up good ground late.
It's Isajak's taking the lead with 300 to go, dash 2 lengths to La Elegance. Fight and Unite's gone. Golden Walk is running on fairly well with Ivory. It's La Elegance might be going home better than anything out in the centre of the track. Moved up to tackle Isajak with 100 to go. Now Isajak's is hanging on the inside. Isajak's in fact starts to come away from La Elegance, and Isajak's won it well. A length and a quarter La Elegance, followed by Golden Walk third.
Was Gouchy successful in the fourth on Mystic Monarch? He's awkwardly placed behind the leader at this stage. Once he gets into the clear about the 150 metres mark, he picks up the favourite Race Home.
Chargé d'Affaire with 200 to go now. O'Cool and Race Home together. Mystic Monarch, Gouchy's getting him out now. Will it be too late? Mystic Monarch out after Race Home, who's got clear. Mystic Monarch gobbling him up near the line, draws level 30 to go and wins. Mystic Monarch by a neck to Race Home. A length and a half third was O'Cool.
A spectacular win to Dowie in the fifth. That's him heading off the track. He gets right to the outside fence, and yet he's still able to get home too quickly for To The Win to score by a half length. An amazing performance, this.
To The Win got to the lead from Vera's Boy at the 300. Lakeworth can't go on. Pochinella is coming home pretty well. Sir Exeter can't find any more, and Captain Palace from out wide, and Dowie down the outside. To the Wind in front of Pochinella. Dowie against the outside fence might beat them all. It's going to be close. Dowie's won it, I reckon, against the outside fence. I'll give it a Dowie. From To The Wind and Pochinella. Favourite bait.
A good performance by Dowie. The sixth went to Reject, who's moving up 1 off the inside, and he outstays the opposition, headed by Lay's Choice.
Sincerely Yours is getting out. Aquastar can't go on at all. Flower down the outside, but Reject clear at the 200. A length and a half. Noble Comment. Lay's Choice running on, but Reject's holding them clearly at bay. Old Noble trying very hard, but he pulled himself into the ground, and Reject's going on to win it by about a length and a quarter. Noble Comment might have just got second from Lay's Choice in the straight. And
Woking in the blue cap there, and the horse in the blinkers moves up to the leaders at the 400 metres under desperate whip riding from Mick Gorham. He scores nicely from Game Trooper.
Woking in front under great pressure at the 300. Stevens mates out after it from Game Trooper and Calenza. Woking just the leader, a half length in front now. Stevens mate trying hard, but Woking's gradually drawing away on the run home. Top Rate is coming from last, but Woking's going to outstay them. Wins at a length to Game Trooper, and Top Rate's got third just in front of Stevens, Maiden Calenza. With 500 to
Final
go.
race goes to Golden Trice, who was well tried to start 13 to 4. He's a horse in the yellow colours, all yellow, one from the outside fence.
And Bit of a Star joined by Lady Kiernash, Sir Lennon on the outside of them, Flight Star. Anybody's race where Galway Gale got to the front with 100 to go from Pips Day, and then came Besterberg coming home well, but the outsides in front, I'd say. Lady Kiernash has taken the lead from Golden Trice out there. Golden Trice and Lady Kiernash fighting it out with Galway Gale, and Golden Trice wins. Either Galway Gale or Lady Kiernash for the minor placing.
That was the 8-event card from Flemington yesterday. There's plenty of little helpers here today, queuing me. The double and treble information. I didn't think you did. 10 and 6, the double, $86. In fact, pretty... Oh, hello, Flemingfield. 1, 10 and 6, the treble, $606.10. Must have been a late night up here, I think. And the extra double from Cauleyfield. Mooney Valley, too. 5 and 1, the extra double. I don't know what the dividend was. I don't care. I didn't have it. We've got racing this week at Bundamba on Wednesday. There'll be a bit of Christmas celebrations going on there after the last, and Gatton on Thursday. So plenty of action. Eagle Farm next Saturday is going to be a good meeting, but I think all Queenslanders will be concentrating on the Villiers Stakes meeting at Randwick next week. We've got some great hopes there, and certainly Sea Road's performance yesterday entitles him to be one of the favourites. That's our racing segment this morning. But the honours I felt with the winner, Prize Ruby, who stormed home.
Storm race, and last of all, Diamond Tina Dancer. Onto the home turn, 450 metres to go. Bellmaid the leader, a touch in front of Kalina Princess. Kalina Princess looming up on the outside of Bellmaid now. Zamayan is in third place on the rails, looking for the way clear. She's going for a run on the inside. There may be enough room to get through on the inside of Bellmaid. Here's Malitz's Jewel putting in a strong burst right down the outside, and then Quaint Way. Bellmaid the leader, 200 metres to go. Leads by almost a length. Malitz's Jewel the outside, and Zamayan on the rails. And Prize Ruby's the one storming home out wide. She's flying home, Prize Ruby. Oh, she swamped the leaders, raced straight to the front, and she goes on to win it easily. Prize Ruby first, Bellmaid second, tight third. A photo between Zamayan and Malitz's Jewel.
We'll show you now the slow-mo. Prize Ruby, I thought the honours with her, but you'll see at the home turn Malitz's Jewel strikes trouble and is sheared off the track, and I feel that this cost her placing. Now, she's running in about 7th place in orange and red colours, moving up strongly on the outside, and a couple in front strike trouble, and you'll notice Malitz's Jewel is sent straight off the track. She's actually coming around the home turn there 5 or 6 wide. So I think the ground that she lost there undoubtedly cost her a placing. I feel that Prize Ruby probably would have won. Now, this is the finish, and it's Malitz's Jewel 3 out in the orange and red colours. Simon's going for the whip, but Prize Ruby getting home quickly over the top of Bellmaid, and Zamian battling on strongly over on the inside, fights back to get third. But Prize Ruby, although she was coming back in distance, she was just too strong for them at the end of the 1,310 metres there. Third was the first Holly Novice, and Ken Russell, the first leg of a winning double for him, and a good ride too on Trafalgar Star, who wasn't well away, but he quickly got up into a handy spot. He's 4th in the pink colours at this stage.
50 metres to go. Isajak shows the way, a length in front of Mendham Lad on the outside. King of the North is a length away, third on the rails, followed by Trafalgar Star, then Shady Senorita. Arvac pulled to the outside, running on fairly well. So is Sail by the Stars and Sure Delay. 250 metres to go. Mendham Lad loomed up on the outside, went to the lead from Isajak, but is tackled immediately by Trafalgar Star, and the favourite shortly after poked his nose in front. It's Trafalgar Star shooting clear about a length and a half in front. On the outside, Sure Delay and Survey Lad making up ground, but Trafalgar Star is too good for them, and he wins it easily. Trafalgar Star first, Sure Delay second, Survey Lad third.
Lovely ride there from Ken Russell. The 4th was the Christmas Handicap, and Tiny's Glow from Glen Innes. He had to put up with a 5-hour float trip yesterday morning in the heat, but he was just too good for the City Slickers. He raced deep most of the way, and somehow or other he kept going and held off New Bliss. Now, Tiny's Glow is out 4 wide where he'd been most of the way.
By Abbey Jarrah, Butterfly Prince and Tiny's Glow on the outside. Douse the Blaze and Royal Crest behind them, followed by New Bliss and Wing Clipper pulled to the outside. 300 metres out, Abbey Jarrah loomed up on the outside, went to the lead. Sparkle Free boxing on gamely, then Tiny's Glow. Royal Crest going for a run in the middle. New Bliss is pulled to the outside, finishing gamely now. Abbey Jarrah's just the leader. She's just in front. New Bliss, Tiny's Glow. Royal Crest coming through quickly at the end. It's going to be a big finish. Tiny's Glow moved up, grabbed the lead, and as they hit the line, Tiny's Glow has won it. Tiny's Glow first, second, New Bliss, tight third. Abbey Jarrah, Royal.
Well, a powerhouse performance there from Tiny's Glow. Racing 4 wide at Eagle Farm is difficult in any class, but in open class, that's a very strong performance. We'll show you now in the last 200 metres, when he should have been weakening, Tiny's Glow, the chestnut with the bold, baldy face there, 3 out from the inside. Robert Crilly going for the whip as New Bliss claims him quickly on the outside. At this stage, it appeared New Bliss was going to go on and score a decisive win, but Tiny's Glow, watch him really respond when Crilly gets at him with the whip, and in fact, he was getting away from New Bliss again on the line. Abby Jarrah, handy third. They were the first 4 from Eagle Farm yesterday. We'll take a break and come back and have a look at the rest of the program. Now, to race 5 from the Eagle Farm meeting yesterday, it was the December handicap. And a good result for the bookies here, the former New Zealander Super Dude. He ran right up to his very good 4th at Caloundra a week earlier. He ran on strongly. Harris gave him a perfect run. His rider, Les Harris, over on the inside. The grey horse running about 6th place at this stage is Super Dude. He slices through in the centre in the straight and scores very easily.
Outside, Super Dude back along the rails. Then Hondo-Matic, Ormiston last into the straight. 400 metres to go. Northern Beam under pressure. He's just in front. On the outside, Bugging Rip trying hard. Bo Zephyr coming after them. Mr. Huggy's going for a run in the middle. Super Dude coming through in the middle well. Followed by Hondo-Matic, and Mr. Merrymaker can't win. 150 metres to go. And Super Dude loomed up. He went to the lead. Super Dude in front of Bo Zephyr, Mr. Huggy and Northern Beam. And Super Dude's too good in the run to the post. Super Dude races away to win by 2 lengths. Super Dude first. Second, Bo Zephyr. Close for third.
Super Dude, just that yesterday. The 6th event was the Yuletide graduation, and the second leg of a double to Ray McGrath, who scored on Prince Pageant, who's been a disappointment to his trainer Tony Mazzaglia, but he ran somewhere near his best yesterday, despite a little bit of erratic running at the home turn. You'll notice he just moves away from the rail a little bit, gets out at 3 or 4 wide. But he was just too strong. There's 4 or 5 challenges in the straight, and he kept kicking. There's the horse on the outside in front in the green and yellow colours. He just wobbles around the corner a little bit, but McGrath balanced him up quickly.
Sean, who's picking up ground. Further back then came Calm.
Racing Melbourne.
Lights in the straight now. Prince Pageant loomed up on the outside of Pride of the Town. They're together with Prince Pageant going a little bit better than Pride of the Town at the moment. Here's Cooper Queen coming through in the middle, and Shant starting his run now. Prince Pageant the leader. Cooper Queen, Pride of the Town kicking again. Shant on the outside. Prince Pageant in front. Cooper Queen driving at him close to home. Shant the outside. Prince Pageant in front, hanging on. Yes, he's won it. Prince Pageant first, Shant second, Cooper Queen third.
Then came the Noel graduation over 2,118 metres, and Sovereign Sails in a great finish here, just getting up on the outside, only a half head in it at the finish. He would have been unlucky to lose just the same. Good ride by Ken Russell to score on Sovereign Sails. Battles Wake and Purple Inn completed the placings in a very good finish.
50 metres to go, bless us all, the leader. Purple Inn is making a quick dash on the outside. He loomed up to them, and in fact he's poked his nose in front. Purple Inn hits the lead as they straighten up. He's a length clear, bless us all. Mac Red, followed by Mr. Olympus. Haro on the outside. Tuber Rose, Lamoni's running on fairly well, and Latin Flair pulled to the extreme outside, making ground. Purple in front, 200 metres to go. He's clear. He's a couple of lengths in front. Haro on the outside. Battles Wake flying home. Out wide, Sovereign Sails coming into it. It's Purple in just in front. Battles Wake flying on the inside. Out wide, Sovereign Sails, Lamoni's. Great go. They hit it. Not much in it at all. Battles Wake the inside. Sovereign Sails way out in the middle of the track. In between them, Purple in and...
Well, Sovereign Sails getting the photo verdict, and as you saw, it was a great finish to the long graduation yesterday. We'll show you now the slow-mo of the final stages, and it's Purple in. He looks sure to score. That's him in the purple colours. He's well clear with only 100 metres to go, but Battles Wake getting through on the inside, and right on the extreme outside is Sovereign Sails. He really gets to the line strongly, the Toowoomba galloper, and you'll notice him pick up Battles Wake, and Purple in the purple colours won off the fence. Sovereign Sails, I think he's going to score in better class. Close up there in 4th place was Lyman Eyes, which was quite a good run too. Final event was the second Holly Novice. A feature of this event was the massive plunge on first starter Scaglione. It found Power Arrow just far too good on the day. Scaglione looks promising. It was a pretty big task for him, first starting a race, taking on an experienced sprinter like Power Arrow, and a talented sprinter too. Power Arrow is in front here, 3 or 4 lengths clear of Scaglione, who really keeps trying in the straight.
By Cracker, Blues Lad, then What a Glow, Gay Bernie and Bodonte around the home turn. 400 metres metres out. Power Arrow nicely clear as they flatten for the run in. He's 3 lengths in front. Scaglione chasing in second place, and then Lavaline, Kung Fu King and Tassie Pride. But with 250 metres to go, Power Arrow nicely clear. The boy snuck a look over the shoulder. He's got them beaten, I think, Power Arrow. He's 3 lengths in front of Scaglione and Lavaline, and then Krakow making ground. But Power Arrow's far too good for them in the run home. He's going to win it easily. Power Arrow first, second Scaglione, and third Glenn's Academy, fourth Krakow.
Power Arrow, very classy sprinter, but Scaglione certainly one to follow. He looks very, very promising. Now the double and treble information. 9 and 7 the double from Eagle Farm, $181.20. 3, 9 and 7 the treble, $467.30. And 6 picks. No one picking up the 6 winners there, so Division 1 jackpots. 3, 9, 9, 5, 7 and 1 were the numbers. And as you can see there, Division 2, $395 plus, and Division 3 in excess of $46. Then looked to be in with a great chance with 4 outstanding prospects there. We didn't win, but they did us proud. We finished second and third with Sea Road and Halasun, and both efforts are very encouraging for the future. The winner there was Dinky Flyer. First event from Randwick was the Empire Link Handicap, and it featured a big plunge on Mick Dittman's Mount Casino Club. Didn't quite get there, but it was an encouraging performance also because Casino Club really got to the post strongly. The winner here was Move Closer, ridden by Peter Cook.
Badly wedged away, and then Blazonry, and the others headed by Daniels, Chance, Luskin, Galaxy. Now coming towards the 200, Move Closer on the inside, and Fairy Wish in front. There's room for Casino Club now. Fairy Wish puts the head in front of Move Closer. Here's Casino Club. Casino Club is finishing stylishly. Move Closer kicks again on the inside. Move Closer just in front. Casino Club won't quite get it, and Move Closer has just beaten Casino Club. Third home was Fairy Wish, about 6 lengths.
Jamie de Bellin landed the second on Jogger. He's in black colours, moving up out wide. He had to withstand a protest by the 4th runner and was subsequently suspended for interference over the final stages.
Ken's Fortune, Essentials dropped out second last. Regal Diplomats last. Border Raid coming to the 200 metres, a length and a half clear. Second on the outside is Jogger starting to run home with Mighty Justice, King of Gypsies. Essential will run last, but Jogger's raced up to almost join Border Raid. The roughy Border Raid giving plenty, but I think Jogger's going to catch him. Yes, he's made it, Jogger. Jogger's beaten Border Raid. I think Ken's Fortune on the outside might have got third. Up to the bend.
Outstanding 2-year-old prospect in the third event here with Captivan scoring again, long odds on, and this is a very, very impressive performance.
Wide out. Mostly Merry looking for the runner, then comes Scheme. Now Captivan, Quinton sitting as quiet as a church mouse on Captivan, quickly gains the lead from the inside filly Glen Murray Blaze, and she's home. Quinton has a sustained peep on Captivan, hasn't moved on her. Adrenet and Glen Murray Blaze battle out second and third. Adrenet will get second, but it's an easy one for Captivan, unextended. Shied a little coming down to the post, but Captivan wins at 2.5 Adrenet. Third posse Glen Murray Blaze. Inside the
punters who took the short odds about Gliding Yacht in the 4th had a few anxious moments before Gliding Yacht got into the clear, and he then went on with the job to score quite decisively.
Heat and My Parade, and then Secret Flash and Sapphire Road is snookered. They enter the stretch now. Gliding Yacht can't see any daylight. The leader is King Zephyr. Now Gliding Yacht's out if he's got enough. Ovation runs into it, followed by Purple Heat and Fast Lane, and then King's Currency. Gliding Yacht is pegging back King Zephyr. He takes the lead, the favourite. Ovation on the outside, but Gliding Yacht is drawn clear. Gliding Yacht a length in front. Sapphire Road gets out when it's all over, but Gliding Yacht wins again. Gliding Yacht has beaten King Zephyr and Sapphire Road.
Fast time recorded in the Villiers, 1:34.5. The winner was Dinky Flyer coming from Wellbacks. He sustained a big finish in pinkish colours with a blue cap out wide. Sea Road and Halasun, the Queenslanders, filling the placings.
Looking for the run from Crossroads, Caesar's right, and then comes Likealunch and Vain Fury. And a length further away is Fixed at 8 with Dinky Flyer scorching down the outer. It's Black Ivory taking the lead from Lord Paddington. Here's Sea Road and Halasun with Dinky Flyer. Now it's Halasun and Sea Road tackled by Dinky Flyer on the outside, and Dinky Flyer races to a narrow lead from Sea Road, and Dinky Flyer raced home to win the Villiers. Dinky Flyer has beaten Sea Road. It's very close between Vain Fury, Fixed at 8 and Halasun for third. Travelling to
Double Fashion set up a fast tempo in the 6th, but Noble Sun pegged him back at the 250 metres and went on to score easily.
In middle stages, and into the straight and up the rise comes Double Fashion. Noble Sun is pegging him back quickly, however, and in fact Noble Sun, a stablemate of the Villiers winner, Dinky Flyer's race clear. Noble Sun in front by a length on Double Fashion, then Carlberg Special Planet Orchestration and South Flight. Lady of Ross in the centre of the track, Stone Motherless, but Noble Sun and T. Bartley going to win this pretty well. Special Planet gets up for second, and third Double Fashion. Noble Sun scores nicely. Second Special Planet, third double fashion. Travelling past
Ron Quinton's been in the winning list during the week, and he went away with 2 winners again yesterday. Purple Maze successful here in the 7th, gets up to defeat Mick Dittman's Mount Best Bow, who's in front at this stage.
And Chime Square very deep with Petrus. They had a bit of a brush too, Chime Square and Petrus on the point of the corner. At the 300 metres now, Best Bow's out after Canada and into Hopes to claim them. On the outside, Riverfront, followed by Purple Maze, Petrus and Chime Square. Dittman has Best Bow, the leader. Purple Maze, Riverfront, Chime Square and Petrus after Best Bow. It's Purple Maze, however, taking the lead, and our Quinton strikes again, this time with Purple Maze. Purple Maze from a very tight one, Best Bow and Petrus.
The favourite successful in the last, ridden by Robert Thompson, Arania, too good for his opposition.
And last is Perfect Jet as they round the corner, and Regal Reprimand with the inside running. Again, almost joining my schedule. Arania getting into the open. King's Chariot and Joy Tingo battle on, and Panchio's out if good enough. Here's Arania. Arania sprinting quickly. He's taken the lead at the 200 metres, followed by King's Chariot and then Panchio and my schedule from Miss Peru. It's Arania. Robert Thompson riding with a whip in the right hand, rides for dear life. Miss Peru's not going to catch Arania, clear of King's Chariot, and Arania's home in the last. Arania has beaten Miss Peru a length and a quarter. Third in was King's Chariot.
That was the last of the 8 events on Villiers Day at Randwick yesterday. Now the TAB double and treble information. 12 and 7 the double, $95.10. 1 12 and 7 the treble, 200 meeting in Melbourne yesterday. The first event provided a thrilling finish, a dead heat in fact, between Biscay Bandit and Highly Regal. They had a great struggle all the way down the straight here, and very, very tricky finish. Eventually a dead heat, Biscay Bandit and Highly Regal.
Running on fairly in the straight, Highly Regal clear. Biscay Bandit trying to pick it back on the outside. He's had to go for the whip on Highly Regal. It's just in front. Biscay Bandit's going to grab it, I think, on the line. They've hit it. I reckon Biscay Bandit has won it a nostril to Highly Regal. Third, either Kiama King or Out of the Night. But Red
Opaque looked short of score at the home turn in the second, but Big Ash lunged in the last 50 metres to get there.
Red Opaque showing no signs of weakening in the straight. Big Ash keeping going on the outside. Big Ash coming at Red Opaque near the line. The boy trying to get everything out of it. Red Opaque joined by Big Ash near the line, and Big Ash won it. Ahead to Red Opaque, 4 lengths to Bell Bay third. Round the turn,
nothing between Pretty Plume and Garland of Roses from the home turn right to the finish, with Darren Gouchy just getting Pretty Plume there in a finish.
Pretty Plume going together, they've got it between them. Pretty Plume put its head in front of Garland of Roses, then Missenden Jet. Pretty Plume just in front. Garland of Roses fight back, but Pretty Plume's won it. A half head to Garland of Roses. Third, Missenden Jet.
It was Gouchy yet again in the fourth on Miss Clipper, who has well tried to start 3-1, picks up Goodwood Lady and goes on to score nicely.
It's Miss Clipper and Goodwood Lady, with Goodwood Lady starting to do a little bit better on the outside now with 100 metres to go, and is drawing away from Goodwood Lady and Star of Casitas. And it's down to the line, Miss Clipper nearly a length and a half to Goodwood Lady. Third, Star of Casitas.
In the fifth, Rare Decision just wobbled a little bit around the corner. That's him out 4 deep. But he goes on to defeat Todd Wilkes, who kept battling back under the whip.
Verdict and Selso the outside. Todd Wilkes, Rare Decision. Front near the line, and he's too strong. Rare Decision wins it by nearly a length. Second placing to Todd Wilkes. Selso might have got third from Brightman Verdict.
The sixth went to Wakefield Tower from the Ray Lawson stable. The mare was quite well back to start 11-2. She goes on to score by about a half neck.
Crystal Springs from last. Ceree just in front. Wakefield Tower trying to get it on the outside. Ceree, Wakefield Tower. Wakefield Tower's won at a half head to Ceree. A neck away in third placing, Ryko. As they swing
Nondescript, the chestnut with the white blaze, just ran them ragged in the seventh. Goes on to score very easily. And Mick Mallion, a good ride here.
Nondescript in the straight. It's 4 or 5 in front of Seaboy, Bain Jolie and Rich Brother. And Nondescript's going to win by half a dozen lengths. Bain Jolie down the outside gets up the run second, just in front of Rich Brother, followed by Seaboy into the straight.
Another chestnut with a white blaze here. Warlike taking out the final event, moving up strongly in the blue colours. Cardinal's Fury puts in a stout finish and might be one to follow.
Warlike well clear. Ceree running on, and Cardinal's Fury getting up on the fence, but Warlike's won it from Cardinal's Fury, and you wouldn't credit a double time, I reckon. Got up and run third on the outside.
Well, that was the Moonee Valley card yesterday. Now the TAB information from that meeting, and yes, 3 and 8 the double, $113.70. We'll finish the year on a bright note here. 2, 3 and 8 the treble, $419.50, and the extra double from Moonee Valley, 3 and 10, $107.10. That's our racing segment. Valley of Carome, who's been very consistent. Brendan Clements, her jockey, suggests that he's going to retire perhaps the victory in the $200,000 group race might change his mind. This is Valley of Carome leading.
The first for home. Jungle Mist off the fence. Miller's popped at the question. Down the outside, Keepers. Concrete going for a run on the inside. Valley of Carome won't give in. Concrete getting up on the rail. Down the outside, Keepers. Valley of Carome, Concrete and Keepers. Valley of Carome in front. Keepers dive. Tight. Keepers or Valley of Carome. Up close, Concrete, Jungle Mist and Prince of Paupers.
Well, that photo going to Valley of Carome narrowly from Keepers. At Eagle Farm yesterday, the first event produced a very smart juvenile, I'm a Believer, from the Bruce McLaughlin stable. She's sitting in second spot at this stage, a half-sister to Roro. She goes right on with the job and scores in fast time.
The home turn, 450 metres to go. Synoptic shot through, went to the lead, leads by a length and a half. I'm a Believer in second place, followed by Croxley Echo, then Descent Sailboat Ride, Badilla down the outside, 250 to go. I'm a Believer loomed up on the outside, ran to the lead from Synoptic. Croxley Echo going out after I'm a Believer, but this filly has shot clear, 150 metres to go. I'm a Believer nicely clear, 3 lengths in front. Croxley Echo in second place, followed by Synoptic and then Badilla down the outside, but I'm a Believer is going to beat them easily. I'm a Believer first. Second goes to Croxley Echo and a great go for third. 4 of them right across the track. Badilla, Vengeance, Girl, a good run.
Nice filly, I'm a Believer. She's by Biscay and I think she's headed right to the top. The second event, a big plunge landed here on Blue Bolero, who's running in second place at this stage. He gets the better of Jodie's call after they straighten and goes on to score nicely.
A half length in front of Blue Bolero, who's travelling on the outside of the leader. He's travelling very easily, so much so that he let him go and he bounded to the front. It's Blue Bolero shooting to the lead as they straighten up. 350 metres out. Jodie's call coming out after Blue Bolero now. They're clear. They're about 4 lengths in front of Sail by the Stars, Tigre del Sol and Captain Kane down the outside. Under the whip, it's Blue Bolero just in front of Jodie's call. He's about a length in front of Jodie's call, who's dying on a run. It looks as though the favourite's going to win it. Tigre del Sol in third place, but push right out. Blue Bolero's too good, wins it by a length and a half. Blue Bolero first, Jodie's call second, Tigre del Sol third.
Incidentally, that performance by Blue Bolero was very good. He took 0.6 off the class record, clocking 1:10.4. It's outstanding for maiden class. And I think there's one to follow there, Jodie's Call, the runner-up. She's sure to improve. The third was the Farewell Flying. Coming to the turn, it's Pete's Choice clear, but Lord Penn travelling easily under his big weight, and he goes on to score yet again.
Choice the leader coming around the bend, straightens up by a length and a half. Lord Penn coming out after him now and looming up quickly too, followed by Fixed Flash and then Bank Coin, Royal Crest and Little Pete. Lord Penn has hit the lead, 250 metres to go. He's a length in front of Pete's Choice. Fixed Flash coming out after him, and then Bank Coin, who's making ground. He pulls the whip now on Lord Penn. He's about a length in front. Fixed Flash trying hard on the outside. Bank Coin coming through in the middle. Lord Penn in front fighting. Bank Coin and Fixed Flash lunging at him close to home. They hit it. Lord Penn. Lord Penn has won it. Lord Penn first, Bank Coin second, Fixed Flash third.
That's been his 12th win in a campaign stretching from February, so what a great training performance by Jim Griffiths. We'll show you now the slow-mo of the final stages. You'll notice Lord Penn getting a bit weary. Laith Babian goes for the whip here as they're inside the 200. He senses the horse is starting to tire. It's Fixed Flush in the black and gold colours, and coming between the pair is Bank Coin, whose run was very encouraging. I think he's sure to score over a bit more ground. It's Babian going for the whip on Lord Penn, who's all class. He keeps fighting on under his big weight, and Bank Coin slicing between them, coming to the post generously. There's only a half length or so in it at the finish. Bank Coin, I think, might be the one to follow from that event. Fourth was the Celebration 3-year-old maiden, and it was the connections of Tolle who were celebrating. What an eye-catching performance this was. He's only a maiden galloper at this stage, but I think he's going to go right through the classes. He's in the green colours on the inside in front.
Back along the rails is Late Extra, then Kids Effort, Vibrant Show, and then Fiery Way and Western Pleasure into the straight, 400 metres out. And Tolle gave them the slip, raced away to lead by 2 lengths. In second place is Sashily, followed by Late Extra. Further back, Yellow Sun weakening out of it, and then Raymond Draftsman and Kids Effort. But with 200 metres to go, he shakes up the favourite, and he scoots away from them. He's 4 lengths in front, he's 5 in front, he's 6 in front, and he's going to win it easily. By gee, the Raps were right. Tolle's pretty good. He's right down on the line. He wins it by 6 or 7 lengths. Close second and third, Sashily or Late Extra in a photo.
I think some bad news for any opposition coming up for Tolle at his next couple of starts. I think he's going to improve on that performance, which was very, very impressive. We'll take a break now and come back and have a look at races 5 to 8 from Eagle Farm yesterday. The Eagle Farm program, we've heard a lot recently about the knee problems being experienced by Racing Minister Russ Hinds. Well, I don't think the big fella would have had any soreness last night. I think he would have done the Tango, the Charleston and the Progressive Barn Dance one after the other, because his horse Quistador landed some good bets when he was successful here. Quistador at this stage is running in about 6th place in the familiar Hinds yellow and green colours.
Followed by Keystador, who's bursting through in the centre, and then Ella Ford, top the ton, the leader, 250 to go. He's just in front of Keystador. Keystador's the danger. Keystador loomed up on the outside of top the ton, then James Tradition, Butterham Girl and Shear Force, but it's Keystador in front, close to home, moving away from them. He's too good. Keystador first, second, top the ton, a nose away third, James Tradition.
That incidentally wrapped up a winning double for Gold Coast apprentice Laith Babian. A very good ride there on Keystador. The 6th event, and another apprentice was all smiles here, Gary Clark. His first ride at Eagle Farm, he's successful on Rock Show, who's looming up out wide in the bluish colours and goes on to score very easily.
Jiff going for a run on the rails, getting it, and here comes Rock Show. Rock Show's joining in on the outside, and with 250 metres to go, he's sprinted to the lead, Rock Show. He races away from them, 3 lengths in front of Hondo-Matic, then Jiff and Haro, but it's all Rock Show, and with 100 metres to go, he's going to win it easily. Rock Show is streaking to the post to beat Jiff by 3 lengths. It's Rock Show first, Jiff second, third Haro.
First ride at Eagle Farm, but I'm sure there's going to be plenty of offers coming in for young Clark if he stays in this area. 7th event was the Resolution Novice, and a big win here to Purple Diamonds, who's actually the widest runner, zooming up towards the leaders now in the brown and gold.
Paul Janker, Purple Diamonds loomed up on the outside. Just behind them, Galilee Gold, followed then by Poetic Star, who's running on gamely, and then Money Gold. Purple Diamonds has hit the lead on the outside. Purple Diamonds about a length in front of Paul Janker. They're clear of Poetic Star, Money Gold, and further back came Munduma, but it's Purple Diamonds in front, close to home, and Purple Diamonds is too good in the run to the post, wins by 2 lengths. Purple Diamonds first, Paul Janker second, Poetic Star may have got third in front of...
That's a win there for Purple Diamonds, and great to see popular Bundamba trainer Merv Johnson in the winning list in town. 8th event was the finale graduation, and the grey, the second grey, coming to the outside, right of audience successful. Over on the inside, it's Sport Spot leading, but she dropped out pretty quickly.
Sport Spot tackles for the lead, but in turn is tackled by Bo Zephyr, right of audience, and Pandor Khan running on gamely on the outside. Mona Star's just in front of Bo Zephyr, right of audience coming at the pair of them, and then Pandor Khan. Right of audience swept up, went to the lead. It's right of audience about a length in front on the outside. Pandor Khan running on gamely, then Mona Star and Bo Zephyr, right of audience in front as they hit the line, and right of audience has won it. Right of audience first, Pandor Khan second, Fado third, Mona Star, Bo Zephyr and Gerald Road.
And that wrapped up a double for Graham Watson, the Eagle Farm apprentice. Some good rides there too. Now we show you the slow-mo of the final stages. I want to show you the whip action of the English rider Willie Ryan over on the inside. That's him on Mona Star. And you'll notice his very high arm action. It's Watson and Williams going for the whip in the conventional style, and Ryan over on the inside in the other grey, Mona Star. Certainly doesn't mean they're any inferior in their riding styles, just a little bit different to the normal Australian whip action. But it's right of audience getting away for her first city success. That's Pandor Khan coming with a late rush to get second, and Mona Star just edging out Bo Zephyr for the third placing. Now the TAB information for the Eagle Farm meeting, and the double was 2 and 7, $30.70, 1, 2 and 7 the treble, $77.90, and 6-pick won yesterday, Division 1, $3,702.95 for those numbers there, 1, 1, 2, 1, 7 and 9, so 3 number ones in the successful 6-pick number. We'll take a break now and come back and have a look at the Randwick meet, calling it along out in front of the Sydney Trainers Premiership. He picked up both 2-year-old races at Randwick yesterday. The first went to Simply Fine, who was just that, running second coming to the home turn. She was just inclined to drift off the track going to the post, but she still had a 3/4 lengths margin over La Serene.
Dame Ceree, Singeing Lamp is back in about 8th position and being hard ridden by Quinton as they top the rise, and Simply Fine's race to the lead from Brisk Bell. Third Posse La Maison, then Lightning Valley, followed by La Serene, Singeing Lamp doing nothing, and then Dame Ceree. But it's Simply Fine from the Mayfield Smith stable with Jay Cassidy aboard, looking in no danger. La Serene second, followed by La Maison, but it's Simply Fine in front. Coming home very fast is La Serene, but Simply Fine a little too good for La Serene, and Singeing Lamps ended up third.
Ron Quinton bought the 2-to-1 favourite Magic Shower from well back at the home turn with a powerful finish down the centre of the track to take out the second.
Last is a ballyhoo as they round the corner. And Border Raid first into the stretch, a length and a quarter Vesuvius and South Flight. Zio the outside, Lady Nuke still battling on, Comic Verse making ground, and then Lady of Ross and Magic Shower on the extreme outside. Border Raid joined in front by Lady Nuke, but Magic Shower on the outside's coming very quickly, and in fact Magic Shower straight away from Lady Nuke and Border Raid, and then Comic Verse, but it's all Magic Shower, and Magic Shower strides on generously to beat Lady Nuke. Border Raid third.
Panama Jack was also well back coming to the turn in the third. Has a bit of trouble getting a run, but about the 200 metres, gets through in the centre and claimed the leaders of the 100 metres to go and went on to defeat the very unlucky Gliding Yacht, who was forced very deep.
Around the corner is the widest runner back in 9th position, but making ground. Over the rise they go, and our Custom Dictates takes the lead. Second, Whim Sun, followed by Dandeliera coming into it, and here's Gliding Yacht after Dandeliera. Dandeliera's the leader. Gliding Yacht slowly but surely pegging back the filly. Gliding Yacht draws level with Dandeliera. Here's Panama Jack flying. Panama Jack's going to run them all over, and Panama Jack from near the tail of the field gets up to beat Gliding Yacht. Third was Dandeliera.
Well, Tricycle was all the rage for the fourth and looked to be travelling pretty comfortably about the 200 metres, but Vita Del came with a strong finish to be too good for the favourite.
Wide as they come around the home corner, Royal Samurai straightening up now. Final showdown, hangs about a horse off the rails. Tricycle comes at it very solidly. Third, Splendid Ambition, followed by Splendid Style, and Vita Del is making ground. Now Tricycle on level terms with Final Showdown. Vita Del runs on solidly, followed by Splendid Ambition. The rider's confident on Tricycle. He hasn't pulled the whip. He'll have to now because Vita Del's cutting it down. Vita Del and Tricycle to the line, but the Kempsey mare, Vita Del's too good. Vita Del's beaten Tricycle. Now it's awfully tight for third. We've got Labilla on the outside and Final Showdown.
Musstaway was a very disappointing favourite in the fifth. The race went to Gold Zama, well ridden by Ron Quinton, produced a well-timed run. They take over about the 100 metres.
Reuters News, and then Jade Prince. Around the corner they come, and Eureka Stockade again gets a break of nearly a length on Star Parade. On the outside is Musstaway with Crown at Anchor. The boy in trouble on Eureka Stockade. He can't do much on it with the saddle up on its ears, and as they race to the 200, Musstaway having trouble to get to Crown at Anchor, who's taken the lead, and here's Gold Zama. Gold Zama's after Crown and Anchor now. As they race past the 100, Gold Zama swept alongside and headed off Crown and Anchor. Clear of Mr. Squiggles, but as they reach the line, it's a good win to Gold Zama. Gold Zama, sprinting well, fresh, has beaten Crown and Anchor. Third, Mr. Squiggles.
Unfortunately, because of technical problems, we can't bring you the finish of the sixth event. It went to the Brian Mayfield Smith-trained Imperial Baron, who looks a very promising youngster. Already he's being tipped as a likely prospect for the Golden Slipper Stakes. Another win to the powerful Mayfield Smith and Jim Cassidy combination. Seventh event went to China Garden, country-trained galloper, who scored nicely from Nimity's Son and LA Triumph.
Second is Highland Kid, Oxbury Way next, followed by Burgundy Road. Brave Edition comes into it. China Garden angling for the run and Unite behind those as they race towards the 200 metres, and a Brave Edition just in front from Burgundy Road. China Garden getting a saloon run. Big Valdo and now Nimity's Son. They're all over the shop, but China Garden and Nimity's Son have come away. China Garden just in front of Nimity's Son, and China Garden, I'd say, is just one. Reckon China Garden might have just beaten Nimity's Son. LA Triumph third.
The favourite Astral Ruler was well ridden by Wayne Harris to take out the final event. Bimini battled on well, and there's a tragic happening here with Double Quick Time collapsing and subsequently dying.
And Lady Canaveral is next. Around the corner, plenty of room for Astral Ruler. Double Quick Time dropped back in the twinkling of an eye. It's doing absolutely nothing. And Harris had taken Astral Ruler to the leader, half length now. Second on the outside, Bimini running home very solidly. Harris goes for Astral Ruler. It's about a neck on Bimini. And in third position, Ilakana. Astral Ruler is fighting on. It's drawn 3/4 on Bimini and has got the measure of that filly, clear of Ilakana. And Astral Ruler, in fact, comes away on the line to win at a length and 3/4. Second home was Bimini, and third Ilakana.
Favourite doing it pretty easily. Now this is Double Quick Time after she had collapsed about the 200 metre mark. She was very well back to start the 5-2 second favourite. You can see her there just struggling a little bit, but she died soon after. and that was a tragedy. Well, notice coming to the home turn, she's actually the widest runner on the outside with the noseband. You can see at this stage she's getting the wobbles a little bit. Obviously, she was starting to feel the effects of whatever problem there was there. Her rider, Tracy Bartley, just trying to urge her along, but soon after that he sensed there was something seriously amiss. She's just going out of camera range there, and this was a tragedy really, because she looked a very promising filly, only a 3-year-old, and you'll notice there the death was fairly quick, so that was something, not too much pain there. We'll have a look now at the Randwick double and treble information. 8 and 5 the double, $74.40. 5, 8 and 5 the treble, $898.90. Extra double from Randwick, 3 and 2, paid $10.80. We'll take a break now and come back and have a look at the Sandown fixture in Melbourne. Meeting and the opening event for the 2-year-olds, and Jeff Murphy, the Caulfield trainer, always seems to be able to produce a pretty smart horse, and I think he's got one here in Tristram, as his name suggests. He's by Sir Tristram, not expected to shine as a 2-year-old, but he landed some big bets when he took out the Granville Stakes. He makes a late run, that's him in the red cap, and he really gets the line strongly.
Running down to the 200-metre mark, Special Papa, the leader from Hot Market, is under pressure and struggling. Scott's Lane and wider out. Tristram are starting to come home well. They're starting to race to the front together now. Tristram out in the centre, raced up to Prince Gilgood, who got a run on the inside. And in the centre, Scott's Lane, 3 in line. It's on the outside, Tristram and Berger on the inside. Prince Gilgood coming to the line. Prince Gilgood, Tristram. Oh, nothing in it. Very tight. Tristram the outside and Prince Gilgood the rail. Close up, Scott's Lane in the centre.
Tristram getting a close photo. The second went to Bay of Stirling, well ridden by Harry White, in the blue colours and the breastplate. Gets into the clear about the 250 and runs on well.
Newsmonger is hard ridden and back behind them, Better Chloe. White Baroness took the lead in the straight 350 out now from Rose of Banaka and then Puissance Crystal Springs. Bay of Stirling seeing daylight is starting to come home well, and then further back Mistral Bar and Star Cove. It's Bay of Stirling and Puissance moving up to Rose of Banaka and White Baroness. Bay of Stirling, the filly on the outside. I think she's going to break through today. She's raced up to Rose of Banaka, close to home from Puissance, and it's White back with Bay of Stirling. Bay of Stirling by 3/4 to Rose of Banaka. 3/4 of a length away. Third is Puissance.
There's no substitute for class, and it was proved again in the third with Mighty Avenger. Despite 60.5 kilos, he was just too good for his opposition, and ran the very smart time, 57.5.
Will's Gem. Mighty Avenger to the outside of Baptise is not going well, and then Mr. Glamour pulled out wide, but at the 250, it's Erolino about 3 in front of Mighty Avenger, starting to bridge the gap. The top weight from Mr. Glamour and Baptise. Mighty Avenger moved up on the outside with Will's Gem. They've grabbed the lead, and the top weight took the lead now. Mighty Avenger from Will's Gem and Mr. Glamour. It's Mighty Avenger. He's too classy for the Mighty Avenger. Will come away, and he won by nearly a length to possibly Will's Gem, a nose in front of Mr. Glamour.
Clever ride by Glamour apprentice Darren Gauci to get the heavily backed The Vagrant home in the fourth. Gets into the clear with a weaving run about the 150 metres and really gets to the line strongly.
The Vagrant badly hemmed in, and so too is Ripper's Dream. They run to the 250, and on the outside Cambese's moved up to Educate now. They're followed by Duke of Savoy from Ripper's Dream. The Vagrant got hampered again from High Drifter further out from Tilapia. Then Bandy Legs is a great go. Cambese's moved up to Educate. The Vagrant getting a late split, driving through, and High Drifter further out with Bandy Legs. The Vagrant drives through on the inside, takes the lead, and the Vagrant's got up to win, I'd say, on the line from High Drifter. I think Bandy Legs might have got third.
Vesterberg, the 10-1 chance, scored in the fifth event. He raced to the lead about the 200 metres in the orange colours and was punched right out to score quite handily.
Serlin pulled to the outside. 400 metres to go, and the leader Amanda Pink being tackled by Brewery Lass on the outside. They're followed by Highfield Lady, Miss Munda, Serlin, and then Pips Day, and further back Cumtel at the 200 though, and Vesterberg got to the front from Miss Munda on the outside. Cumtel coming home well, and then Serlin, but Vesterberg got clear. Raced 2 lengths in front of Brewery Lass, and on the outside Cumtel coming home well, but Vesterberg is going to be too good for them. Vesterberg scores by a length and a half. Cumtel 2 lengths, Miss Munda third.
One for the bookies in the sixth with Hand Painted at 15-1. He accelerates through, one off the fence with a strong finish to score well.
On the turn, Irish Chance, 2 in front. Solitaire Love quickly went up second. My Will the Fence from Check the Deck, and then Williams Booty. Live Albert pulled out wide with Muffler, and well back Tyroo struggling at the 200. They've got to Irish Chance. My Will the Fence from Solitaire Love. Here's Live Albert and Check the Deck further out from Roscoe Prince. It's Irish Chance and My Will fighting it out from Williams Beauty. Hand Painted getting through on the inside, going home well. Hand Painted burst through to grab Irish Chance, Williams Beauty, and Hand Painted. Hand Painted won at a half length to Irish Chance. An neck further back is Williams Beauty.
Seventh was robbed of some interest with the late scratching of the favourite Noble Tinjar. It went to Northern Planet at 25-1.
As they come around the home turn by favourite Bay and Manship. On the bend they race. Roman Lodge is being tackled by Apricot Colonel, and in the centre Cup Tie. Two to Interrogate further back. Brown Ripper going for a run back on the inside. 300 to go. And Cup Tie put its head in front now from Apricot Colonel. Brown Ripper. Then Roman Lodge, and back behind them from a long way back is Just Another. Cup Tie broke Creo at the 200 metre mark. Raced a couple of lengths in front from Just Another, starting to sprint home. So in the centre is Northern Planet. Northern Planet gets to Cup Tie. Just Another and Manship. Northern Planet takes the lead, and Northern Planet's got up to win by a length to Just Another. Manship third. The 650 metre
Favourite in the last, Gallipoli Prince, had a big lead coming halfway down the straight, but managed to get home by a half head from Call Me the Breeze, who rockets home.
Pulled to the outside and then winning Rink in the straight. 400 to go, and Gallipoli Prince kicked away. Led 2.5 lengths now to Stock Avian in second placing. Then further back was Craigie Lad, Sovereign Dagger, and Call Me the Breeze getting to the outside, but at the 200, and Gallipoli Prince has got a commanding break. He shot out 4 lengths in front. Call Me the Breeze right down the outside is coming after him. He has to shake him up. Gallipoli Prince, he's 2 in front. Call Me the Breeze is pegging him back with every stride. Gallipoli Prince still in front. Call Me the Breeze won't get there. And Gallipoli Prince, I think, has just won from Call Me the Breeze. 4 lengths away, third, winning Rink just ahead of Sovereign Dagger.
Big finish there by Call Me the Breeze, just failing a half head in at the finish. Now the Sandown double and treble. 11 and 10 the double, $759 even. The treble, a big one, 1, 11 and 10, $2,632.20. And the extra double from Sandown, 2 and 3, paid $48.80. It's our racing segment this morning. Don't forget it's New Year's Day meeting at Eagle Farm on Wednesday and Doomben next Saturday. Happy New Year to all.
As they straighten up. Back in third place is Rate of Knots, Prince of Fire to the outside. Then Narang Bar with 300 metres to go. He's riding the favourite Hands at Heels, and Candor's 4 lengths in front. King's Tie's running second. Down the outside, Aldenell making ground with Narang Barber with 100 metres to go. It's all the favourite. Candor nicely clear, 5 lengths in front. In second place, Narang Bar. Moving up on the outside into third spot is Aldenell, but as they hit the line, the favourite is eased down to score easily. Candor first. Candor has won it by 3 lengths. Second, Narang Bar. Third, Aldenell. Then Prince of Fire.
Well, Candor looks a top prospect, but I thought the one to follow there might be the runner-up Narang Bar, who's going to be suited by a bit more ground. Second event went to the favourite, Best Foot Forward. He's getting a bit weary at the finish, but he had enough in reserve to hold off a determined bid by Voyager.
Heads a right Desert Band. To the home turn, 450 metres to go. Best Foot Forward, the outside, a touch in front. Second, Song of Fire, who has the advantage of the rails. Noble Jones pulled to the outside and popped the Big Question, followed by Plimsoll's Voyager and then Zirconium. 250 metres out, Best Foot Forward just in front, leads by a half length. Noble Jones trying hard on the outside. Voyager running home strongly, and then Plimsoll's the favourites kicked on the inside. It's Best Foot Forward in front now. Voyager's hitting top gear. Best Foot Forward in front, they hit the line. Best Foot Forward first. Best Foot Forward has beaten Voyager, third, Plimsoll's.
What a great acquisition Garter Star has been for the Bill Noam stable down at Murwillumbah. 3 starts for Bill and 3 wins. He did it again yesterday, defied a betting drift. He was well ridden by Steve Schofield, and he shouldered his big weight in very strong style. I thought the unlucky runner was Towanda, who's back on the inside, running about 5th last at this stage in the red cap.
Towards the home turn, 450 metres to go. Woodland Bow and neck in front of Terringer. Garter Star locked away third on the inside. Cruair with a quick dash on the outside of Folkestone Bay, followed by Mr. Olympus and then a Halloran Zama Table, and Towanda sticking to the inside. But he's running about 7th or 8th with 250 metres to go. Woodland Bow still the leader. Woodland Bow kicked about a length in front of Garter Star. Terringer struggling on the outside. Halloran running on strongly, and Towanda trying to work his way through. He's pulling into the outside, but I don't think he's going to make it. It's Garter Star in front of Woodland Bow. Towanda flying at the end, but Garter Star in front, and Garter Star first. Garter Star beat Woodland Bow, Towanda third, then total...
Well, Garter Star under 55.5 kilos. The honour's with him, but I did feel Towanda was unlucky. He's not a horse who can really accelerate. And I'll show you now the final stages. Now, that's Towanda getting into the clear, about the 150 metre mark, but it takes him 50 metres or so to really hit top gear. And watch his effort the last 20 or 30 metres. He was really getting to the post strongly, and a good run also from the 4th place, get a total control in the blue and white down the outside. But it's Towanda, just beaten about a length in the end, but I felt very unlucky. 4th event was the maiden handicap, and Neil Williams successful here on Real Double. He had Real Double in a handy spot throughout. He's actually racing outside the leader, racing between horses there. He takes over here and scoots away in the straight.
Trapped off the track, and then Nuthurst Quaint Way is next in between horses. Security Miss Belgrand, then Royal Agencies. Dancing Smoke on the inside, Lady Lamone and Ruling Empress and Blarney Queen into the straight now. Real Double dashed away. 300 metres to go. Real Double scooted clear. 2 lengths in front. Bellmaid in second place. Sail by the Stars on the outside. Followed by Silvery Whisper and then Quaint Way and Rich and Wise. But Real Double nicely clear with 100 metres to go. He's got it one. Real Double a couple of lengths in front. Sail by the Stars. Boxing on gamely in second place with Bellmaid and Rich and Wise. But Real Double scores easily. Real Double first. Second. Sail by the Stars. Bellmaid, Rich and Wise in a photo for third.
Well, that was Neil Williams scoring easily there on Real Double. We'll take a break now and come back and show Williams wrapping up a double on Fixed Flush in the Doomben Stake. And it went to Fixed Flush. There was a couple of big plunges in this. Crawford particularly well back to 3's in to start favourite 9-4. He was a bit disappointing. And let me tell us, a stablemate of the winner Fixed Flush, also very solidly backed first up. It's Let Me Tell in front in the green colours, but he gets tired in the straight. Fixed Flush tracking him as they get to the home turn.
Followed by Secret Bay and then Crawford, who's giving them quite a start as they race onto the bend. Bancoin next and then New Bliss and last Royal Crest into the straight. Let Me Tell just in front of Cruise Missile. Fixed Flash to the outside, then Some Charm, followed by Brilliant Beauty, Crawford and Praising down the outside. 200 metres to go and Fixed Flash loomed up on the outside of Cruise Missile. He ran to the lead. Secret Bay into the clear, then Some Charm and New Bliss. But Fixed Flash dashed away with 100 metres to go. He's going to be too good for them. Fixed Flash first, Secret Bay second, tight third. A photo, Some Charm and Cruise Missile.
Good effort by the runner-up Secret Bay, who was getting to the post generously. He's going to be suited in the Burnborough Handicap in a fortnight. That's over the 16-15 metres, just about his pet distance. We'll show you now the slow-mo, and watch the vigour of Williams on Fixed Flush in the black and gold colours. He goes for the whip here and goes for home. Secret Bay tracking him through in the whitish colours with the noseband on there, and on his outside is the third place getter Some Charm. But watch Williams here now go for the whip. It's a classic shot of his great vigour and great poise and strength here gets Fixed Flush home. Secret Bay is the one making up plenty of ground in the last 100 metres. Some Charm battling on strongly, and over on the inside is the fourth place getter Cruise Missile. But Fixed Flush, with Williams wielding the whip in vigorous style, just holds off Secret Bay. About a half length in it at the finish. The sixth event went to the 10-1 chance Elytra, who was well handled by Ken Russell. Elytra actually last of the field here, coming to the home turn. The unlucky runner was the Williams-ridden Cooper Queen, who's fourth on the inside.
On towards the home turn, 450 metres to go. Our Charmer pushed along, leads by almost a length. Little Worry second, Many Facets in the middle third. Little Lee over on the inside, followed by Lenora. Blue September there at the right time if she's good enough. Cooper Queen trying to work her way through the field. There's not much room there at the moment. In fact, she's badly held up for a run. He's switching back to the inside. Little Lee sprinted to the lead, 150 metres to go. Blue September's after on the outside. Cooper King getting clear now, and here comes Elytra right down the outside. Elytra's flying home. It's going to be a big finish, Elytra. I think Elytra on the outside got up to win it. I'll go for Elytra first, Little Lee second, Cooper Queen third, and Blue September fourth.
Well, that's a finish which had the bookies cheering and the punters lamenting. We'll show you the final 300 metres, and you'll see just why Cooper Queen was a good thing beaten. Despite Williams' effort to work into the clear, Cooper Queen blocked for a run. Now, she's in the red cap and the green colours. Watch her shooting back towards the inside. At this stage, it's Little Lee in the black and gold. Skeeve Schofield taking over there. Cooper Queen following Little Lee through, but the bird had flown, and down the outside with giant strides came Elytra. You can notice Cooper Queen making up good ground here in the last 100 metres on Little Lee, but Elytra on the outside swamps them both in a great ride by Ken Russell, coming from last at the home turn. Well, it was last to first there for Russell, but in the next event it was all the way on Power Arrow. Very, very smart young sprinter this. He's clear at this stage, and he goes right on with the job to score in fast time.
Looks to be full of running out in front, leading by a length. Shear Force in second place, Flash Emperor a length away third, then Amboina. They're 4 lengths in front of Top the Ton, Pride of the Town, and then Shont. 300 metres to go. Power Arrow's the leader. He's a length in front. Shear Force on the outside, trying hard. They're 3 lengths in front of Flash Emperor Amboina. 150 metres to go. Power Arrow is the leader. He's a length and a half in front of Shear Force, and then Amboina. How to Blush making ground, but Power Arrow's in front close to home. He's too good for them. Power Arrow first. Power Arrow wins it by 3 lengths. Shear Force second, Amboina third.
Well, it was successive races to Ken Russell, but he wasn't going to be satisfied with that because he landed the last 3 in a row when King of the Romans came with a strong finish, also down the outside to land some good bets, 6s into 9-2, and just nailed Crystal Mark. Now, King of the Romans in about 5th place in the white colours with the black cap.
Poor boy picking up ground. He's starting his run. Prince Nam Nam next, and then What a Glow, Port of France, Stormy Charge of Valentino. Into the straight, 300 metres to go. King of the North, the leader, about a length in front. In second place, Gold Cast on the outside, then Crystal Mark. Northern Interest pulled to the outside, King of the Romans, Core Boy, and Warning's getting a run on the inside, flying through Warning. King of the North tackled quickly by Crystal Mark, who's grabbed the lead. Warning coming at Crystal Mark. King of the Romans on the outside, flying home. Crystal Mark just in front. They hit the line by G. King of the Romans is out wide. This is a photo finish. King of the Romans and Crystal Mark. There's not going to be much in this. Northern Interest in a photo with Porter France.
A very tricky finish there to the final event, but Wayne Wilson spot on with his call. King of the Romans on the outside getting the verdict. A look now at the TAB double and treble information. 2 and 12, $45.10. 1, 2 and 12, the treble, $238.30. Six pick, Jackpots Division 1. We've got 1, 17, 2, 12, 2, 5, 12 and 2. No one able to put that combination together. Good dividends there for Divisions 2 and 3. We'll take a break now in Sports Scene and come back and have a look at the Canterbury meeting in Sydney.
Bart, and a bad break for Ron Quinton.
Yes, he was involved in a fall in the fourth event yesterday at Canterbury, and it looks as though he's sustained a broken wrist, so his luck has really been in the last couple of weeks, riding a stack of winners, and he heads the Sydney Premiership, but it looks like he'll be out of action for several weeks if that broken wrist, the x-rays do confirm that. First event at Canterbury yesterday went to Bruce Compton on La Serene. Lovely ride, began well, settled into third place in the yellow and black colours and challenges quickly after they straight and goes on to score well.
Homeward bound, and the leader Blazing Lark headed quickly by Glen Murray Blaze. La Serene getting out to go after the leader. A length further back is Tassels. At this stage, Just a Taste doing nothing, but La Serene exploded away. Looks all over a winner. La Serene 2 lengths, Tassels inclined to hang, and then Glen Murray Blaze, but a good win to La Serene. La Serene nearly 3 lengths on the line, 2 Tassels. Third home was Glen Murray Blaze.
Solidly backed Glowmunda was successful in the second event. Notice Glowmunda in the familiar red and gold colours of Riverdale. Switched out 4 wide now and he runs on strongly.
Head away second, but again ranging up the big chestnut, Fairway Man. Clear Picture third, and then Glowmunda and King's Chariot is finally picking up the bit. Now it's Fairway Man in front. King's Chariot, Glowmunda and Clear Picture come after Fairway Man, but Glowmunda's taken the lead. Barker riding hard, and Glowmunda's got to beat King's Chariot and Clear Picture.
The third for the 2-year-olds went to Fairy Wish. The favourites in front on the inside. Under a bit of pressure here, but kicks on strongly under the whip from Jeff Allendorf.
Now Fairy Wish in front as they come round the corner. Steel Bullet is hanging badly, and they've dropped Blazonry. And as they set sail for the 200, Fairy Wish a length and a half holistic, followed by Ideal Time running home well. And so too is Bullet Train, but Allendorf gets down to punch out Fairy Wish. At the moment it's holding Ideal Time, and then comes Bullet Train, and Fairy Wish is going to win. Fairy Wish has beaten Bullet Train, a very good run. Third home was Ideal Time, a distant fourth, Dark Cola.
A double protest highlighted the fourth event. Notice over the final stages they get very tight. The winner is Mighty Zephyr. He holds the race, but Canacia, who's running third and going boldly at this stage, looks the unlucky runner.
Raydon Colour Prince straightening up, and You're the Reason strode to a clear-cut lead. Mighty Zephyr's coming after him. Harris has pulled the whip on the favourite. He's responding well, and then Sapphire Road and Canacia trying to get between Mighty Zephyr and You're the Reason. It's Mighty Zephyr, a clear-cut pilot. Canacia seeing daylight, but it will be too late, and Mighty Zephyr wins. Mighty Zephyr from You're the Reason from in second place Canacia, just cutting You're the Reason out of that second spot, and Canacia didn't get much room in the straight.
Fifth event went to Cologne, who was quietly ridden. He's in the whitish colours, a bit of purple there. Takes over inside the 200 and scores well.
As they turn the corner, Cologne starting to run home stylishly on the outside. Now it's Kahana Bay, Gooragilla Creek taken on by Cologne. And Cologne on the outside, spread it up, goes to the front. Running down the outside again, String of Pearls, but it's Cologne. A lucky last-minute ride for Kevin Moses. It's going to beat String of Pearls and Lost Valley. Cologne, first String of Pearls, second Lost Valley.
I could do for you.
Golding was going boldly in third place at the home turn. He moves up here quickly and goes on to score nicely from Sculptor.
5 lengths Duchess of Alba and 2 then to save. Sculptor past the 200 metres. He takes the lead now, No Scolding. He looks good. No Scolding kicks away now from Sculptor, followed by Market Report and Duchess of Alba, but this is a breeze for No Scolding. And No Scolding on the line wins at 2 lengths to Sculptor, third Duchess of Alba, fourth Market Report.
Nasrali was third coming to the home turn in the 7th event. There's a good battle with Half Shilling in the straight, but just a bit too strong the last 50.
Colonial Golden Fire Eclipse straightening up. Can he keep going with his big weight wing commander? They've got him now. Half Shilling's taken the lead. Nasrali's after Half Shilling. It's Half Shilling, hands and heels by Harris, a half Nasrali. Nasrali cutting down Half Shilling. Nasrali might be going better. It is. And Nasrali gets up to beat Half Shilling, a distant third wing commander.
The track rating was changed from good to dead for the final event following a heavy shower, and Lucky Heaven appreciated these conditions and goes on to score a very easy win.
On the outside, Lucky Heaven is the only possible danger, I'd say, to the leader, Ceree. Ceree at the 200, taken on by Lucky Heaven. Oh, Lucky Heaven's going to claim Ceree in the twinkling of an eye, and Lucky Heaven draws alongside and heads off Ceree, and Payne has a pretty comfortable ride on Lucky Heaven, who streaks away from Ceree and Proud Zam to win well.
Yes, Lucky Heaven did take over in the twinkling of an eye. Now the double and treble information for the Canterbury meeting. 9 and 2 the double, $92.90. 1, 9 and 2 the treble, $356.70. And for those lucky enough to get the extra double combination 1 and 5, $14.10 your dividend. Take a break now and come back and have a look at Moonee Valley.
On Bart, a very good first up impression by Bataan.
Yes, he's a well-bred youngster and landed some big bets, 6s into 7-2. Bataan, he's one of the first crop of Adran, the imported stallion. It's a tragedy that Adran died after only one season at stud because his first stock are really setting the tracks ablaze. This is Bataan taking out the first event at Moonee Valley yesterday. You'll notice him move up into a threatening third at the home turn, and ridden out by Brent Thompson, goes on to score quite decisively in the finish from Highly Regal and the disappointing favourite Roman Laurel.
Bataan comes at it quickly, they'll fight it out. Inside the 200, Bataan moved up to Highly Regal, took the lead, and first up Bataan is starting to come away. Thompson keeps it going and Bataan wins by a length and 3/4. Highly Regal and Roman Laurel in a very tight finish for second. Then a gap in the field, Shiatsu, a long gap, unanimous red Centurion.
Some more big bets landed when Warlike took out the second. He's the Chestnut, moving up boldly on the outside with the blinkers.
Doing nothing. Fast Look's got its head in front of Blazing Effigy when they turn, but the top weight Warlike comes at the leaders quickly. Little Libby trying to get out, 150 to go. Warlike moved up to Fast Look, took the lead. It's Warlike in front of Fast Look, Little Libby and Tamelsa, and Warlike will get up and win by nearly a length. Fast Look. Blazing Effigy hung on to get third, ahead in front.
Pelor Star made a one-act affair of the third, well clear coming to the turn, scoots right away on the point of the corner and was untroubled to score by 6 lengths.
Pelor Star straightened 4 lengths in front and full of running from Richport, and on the outside Thierry Rose. The others are well beaten, Little Dorney and Be Delighted, but this is a mile in front. Pelor Star at the 150, it's going to win easily, straight to the front and all the way win. Pelor Star very impressive by 5 or 6 lengths. Second Thierry Rose. Thierry Rose has got second, a neck in front of Richport.
Timid Miss was racing outside the leader coming to the home turn and goes on to score nicely from Ryko.
Timid Miss took the lead now, beat off Taking Silk. Ryko gets to the outside, but Timid Miss got a break at the 100-metre mark. Got away now from Ryko and Taking Silk, and it's Timid Miss in front, and Timid Miss will get the money by a length and a quarter to Ryko, a neck away third Taking Silk, and then a gap Shady Palm.
Ming Princess looked to be in plenty of trouble at the home turn when Serlin moved up quickly, but Ming Princess kicked again on the inside under hard whip riding.
It's Serlin in front, straightening from Ming Princess. She wants to hang out, then further back skip. Serlin the leader with about 150 to go. Ming Princess fighting back. Serlin, Ming Princess the inside Serlin. They come to the line, Ming Princess kicks, and she's beaten Serlin a neck on the line. Third home, Miss Clipper in the centre there, followed further back by Skip.
Some pretty weary horses at the end of the 6th over 2,600 metres, but Wanderer's Dream in the green and white colours outplugged the opposition.
And then Prince and Nuri, they turn for home. Selso, grabbed by Wanderer's Dream. Just another struggling, and then further back Shear, followed by Silver Lisa. But Aiken went for home on Wanderer's Dream, 150 to go. I think he's going to break through today. He beat off Selso and Tell William and Shear in a perfect ride as Aiken. Wanderer's Dream kept going, strides away to get the money. Wins it by 2 lengths, almost a dead heat for second between Tell William and Selso defence.
Go to Woe for Vera's Boy, who's the favourite at 9-4 in the 7th, and a double to Shane Connery.
Vera's Boy sprinted away, though I think he might have the upper hand over Todd Wilkes when they turn. It's Vera's Boy by 2 lengths to Todd Wilkes, a gap Peter Dale, Coram and Ripper's Dream. Young Tronrid going for the double, and he safely got it on Vera's Boy. He wanted to hang down to the rail, but it's 2 or 3 in front of Todd Wilkes and Peter Dale, and running home well Coram, but Vera's Boy wins well by 3 lengths. Todd Wilkes second, a length and a half, Coram third, Peter Dale fourth.
Final event went to the George Hanlon trained on our selection, who comfortably holds off the favourite, Call Me the Breeze.
Selection took the lead, straightening up from Mighty Duke. Call Me the Breeze back to the inside, but on our selection, kick clear. Call Me the Breeze is coming after him with a great run, but on our selection's got that winning break, and on our selection wins the last 2 lengths to Call Me the Breeze. 3 lengths away, third pass slip from Winning Ring and Stock Avian.
Call Me the Breeze, the favourite, just a little bit disappointing there at the finish. Now the TAB information for the Moonee Valley meeting, and 6 and 2 was the double yesterday, $85.30, 5, 6 and 2 the treble, $867.80, and the extra double from Moonee Valley, 7 and 2, paid $40.70.
Happy Zephyr the leader, but tackled quickly by Breakfast Creek on the outside, and shortly after, it's the favourite going to the lead. 200 metres to go. Breakfast Creek a half length in front of Happy Zephyr. They're 4 lengths clear of Imperial Lady Bird, but it's Breakfast Creek in front, close to home. He's going to be a little too good for Happy Zephyr, and Breakfast Creek wins it by a length. Happy Zephyr second, 5 lengths away third, Imperial Lady Bird. Then
he's big and raw, boned and gross, but by golly, he's good. That's 2 out of 2 for Breakfast Creek. He was selected by former top-line jockey Colin O'Neill as a yearling. Colin puts the polish on Breakfast Creek. He owns a share in the horse himself with other syndicate members. The horse was ridden by Colin's wife, Pam O'Neill, who's a queen in the sport of kings. Race 2 is the middle distance handicap, 1840 metres. Beau Zephyr pulled hard in the race, and Rock Show, one of the favourites, missed the start.
Forward now, Mr. Huggy on the rails, and then Ormiston and Wellington Road is last. 600 metres to go. Super Dude nicely clear, 5 lengths in front as they race to the corner. In second place, Zinc on the outside of Banarkin, followed by Rock Show, who's going forward. He's on the outside of Beau Zephyr, and then Ormiston and Wellington Road. Into the straight, 400 metres out. Super Dude still nicely clear. He's 4 lengths in front on the outside, Zinc, and then Beau Zephyr. Rock Show starting to hit top gear. He's coming out after this leader now, but the grey is still nicely clear with 200 metres to go. Super Dude 3 lengths in front, Rock Show on the outside, Zinc and Beau Zephyr, they're all making ground on Super Dude. Super Dude in front, starting to stop. He's still a length and a half clear. Beau Zephyr, Rock Show and Zinc trying hard to reach him, but they won't. And Super Dude has won it by a length. Super Dude first, tight second and third. It's a photo between Beau Zephyr, Rock Show and Zinc. Next.
Who said you can't put an old head on young shoulders? That was a heady ride in front by 19-year-old former Far Western jockey Darren Rewald. Rewald employed stop-start tactics. The plan was devised before the race by Gold Coast trainer Harold Norman, and it came off a beauty. Beau Zephyr wasn't really suited. He's a better horse than that, and Rock Show had no luck after missing the start. The third race was the first leg of the Treble M. The 6 picker was the novice over 1,400 metres. The lightly weighted With a Kiss, lightly raced also, was the medium of a huge plunge, 3 to 1 into 11 to 8.
Planet is fifth on the inside, then Money Gold, Jabkey starting to pick up ground, then Visible Difference. Munduma over on the rails, and then Halebrook, True Star, Miss Suggest, and then Points North, Prize Ruby, Melissa Von and Prouty. Around the home turn, 450 metres to go. The leader out Charmer, about a length in front of the outside, Fair Lenore running on strongly, then Fairy Planet, followed by Toddy's Castle, With a Kiss pulled to the outside, but she's under a fair bit of pressure at the moment. Munduma just behind them, and then True Star and Jabkey making ground. Fair Lenore swept up on the outside of Out Charmer, went to the lead. Fairy Planet in third place, With a Kiss is struggling at the moment, and then True Star. Fair Lenore just in front, but here's Fairy Planet on the outside. She's raced up to Fair Lenore. Fairy Planet, she goes to the lead and whips away the last little bit to score easily. It's Fairy Planet first, Fair Lenore second, Out Charmer held on well for third.
The Northern Rivers connection was obvious with the win of the top-weighted Fairy Planet. Fairy Planet is trained by Peter Rippon at Ballina and was ridden yesterday by the former Northern Rivers apprentice Robert Crilly, who's now indentured in the Brisbane area, a strong display of left-handed whip riding by young Crilly. Race 4, the novice handicap, 1,200 metres, and this was an open betting race.
3 lengths in front of Kung Fu King, Dan's Fancy, Our Mandolin, followed by Bold Seamus and then Starship. Marina Dancer next on the outside of Dark Fury, taking the shortcuts on the rails, and then Tiger Miel, Free Guard and King Rang. On the home turn, 400 metres to go. Shadow Bronze just in front of Ramnada. Blue Wana behind them. Kung Fu King looking for a run on the inside. There's no room there at the moment. Here's Our Mandolin. She's popped the big question, and Dark Fury's flashing home on the outside. Our Mandolin loomed up, hit the front. 150 to go. Shadow Bronze kicking again on the inside. Dark Fury coming at the pair of them. Kung Fu King on the inside. Shadow Bronze forward on. He's in front close to home. And Shadow Bronze is too good for them. Yes, he won it by almost a length. Shadow Bronze first. Second, Dark Fury. Third, Our Mandolin or Kung Fu King.
The country cousin beat the city slickers at their own game there. 22 wins from 37 starts for Chateau Bronze, trained by Ray Hickmott at Barcald, and a brother to Lloyd Hickmott, who led in the next winner, Cruise Missile, and that winner was ridden by young Gary Clark. We might have a look at the slow motion of young Clark's ride here. He didn't get bustled, he didn't get flustered on Chateau Bronze. Down the outside came Dark Fury in the lilac colours, and also in the centre, Our Mandolin on the rails, Kung Fu King, but young Clark kept his head and gave a polished display, winning with Chateau Bronze. He's a top 3 kilo apprentice, this boy, and anyone looking to put a lad on in the future could do worse than putting on Gary Clark. That's the first half of the program from Eagle Farm yesterday, and we'll be back after this break with the remainder of the action. Sports scene racing yesterday in Brisbane was at Eagle Farm. Race 5 was the graduation, 1,200 metres the distance. It was the second leg of the TAB treble and first leg of the double. Here, Cruise Missile was favourite, Forte was well backed, and Russ Hinz's Keystador was also well in the market after a strong last start win. Here's the action from the track.
Out Gagnon on the outside, followed by Gastelin on the rails. Absun is just behind them. Butterham Girl up about fourth on the outside. A length further back to Copperflyer. Forte pulled to the outside and well back in the field. Third last, in fact, is Keystador. 350 metres to go. Cruise Missile the leader. He's clear. He's 2 lengths in front. Trafalgar Star in second place. Butterham Girl on the outside. Then our Gagnon. Forte pulled out wide, making up ground with Keystador, but Cruise Missile's well clear with 100 metres to go. He's too good for them. Cruise Missile's going to win it easily. Cruise Missile by 3 lengths. Tight second and third. Trafalgar Star, I think, second. Just in front of Keystador, then Just Bay and Forte.
Cruise Missile was ridden by the Babe, Leith Babian, who was suspended before the first race at an adjourned inquiry until January the 21st, but he handled Cruise Missile well. Cruise Missile is trained down the Gold Coast by Lloyd Hickmott, who's moving north quite shortly. Hickmott selected Cruise Missile as a yearling for $2,000, and since then he's been a bank teller's dream. The money's just rolled in, and more wins are in store for Cruise Missile, a very smart sprinter. Race 6, the flying over 1,200 metres, and the Bellissimo mare Vita, the grey, ran as favourite.
Galaxy Gallus fifth on the rails. Vita picking up ground. Del Dier next on the outside. 2 to Todd Minor, and then Ripper Risk McGettigan and Tristram's Edition last 15 lengths from the lead. Around the home turn, 450 metres to go. Sky Train with the advantage of the inside leads by almost a length on some unit. 2 lengths away third, Prince Pageant on the outside of Galaxy Gal. Vita coming through in the middle. Todd Minor down the outside, and then Del Dier. Sky Train still the leader. 250 metres to go. He kicked. He's 2 lengths in front of some unit. Todd Minor looks the danger on the outside, coming out after Sky Train, and then Vita. Sky Train in front. Todd Minor cutting him down. Sky Train in front of Todd Minor. Todd Minor going to Sky Train, who's kicking again. They hit it close. Close this one. Sky Train or Todd Minor. Only an inch between them. It could go either way. Vita third. Followed home then by Del Dier.
Well, the judge couldn't separate them. 1:10.1, a brilliant run by Sky Train and also Todd Minor. Ken Russell, the rider of Todd Minor, said his charge just peaked about 20 metres from the line, and this allowed Sky Train to fight back on the inside and win. We might have a look at the slow motion of this. Sky Train on the inside in the orange colours, and down the outside comes Todd Minor. Sky Train was ridden by Kerry Smith. Ken Russell on Todd Minor. Sky Train is prepared by Glenn Clunes for Col Richards and the Rosemount Farm Syndicate, and Sky Train is by Call Report, who stands at Rosemount Farm at Beanley for Col Richards. Nothing between them, but I think you'll agree the unlucky runner of the race was the third place Vita. 2 or 3 more strides, and I'm sure that Vita would have got there in time to win. Unfortunately, due to technical difficulties, we don't have any tape of the last 2 races at Eagle Farm, but it was really a bonanza day for Kilcoy train gallopers. The 7th race, the graduation over 21.36 metres, went to Timer Moss. Timer Moss started at 7 to 1, trained by Mick Murphy, a camp drafter who has 4 horses in work, and Timer Moss was ridden well by Michael Kerr. It was a big field, but Timer Moss was too strong, and in the 8th race, the novice over 1,200 metres, Little Downey, a 33 to 1 outsider, came to the rescue of bookmakers. Little Downey is side by Neville Brook Stallion Rathdowney, is trained by Fred Greensill, who shares in the ownership of the previous winner. So the country boys came to town and cleaned up yesterday with Chateau Grand and then the last 2 Chateau Bronze, and then the last 2 winners trained in Kilcoy, and also the Rockhampton galloper King Piper winning at the Gold Coast yesterday. That was Eagle Farm. Now look at the doubles and trebles. The treble 1, 2 and 7, Fairy Planet, Cruise Missile and Timer Moss returned $158.10. The double 2 and 7 paid $37.80. The 6-pick dividends 1, 1, 2, 3, 10, 7, 1. Division 1 jackpotted. Division 2 $1,978.05, and third division paid $1,054.95. As you'll agree, a good day's racing at Eagle Farm yesterday.
It certainly was, Marshall. A good day's racing in Sydney. He'll be back after this break to tell us all about that. We saw a double to Wayne Harris and Tommy Smith.
Yes, and Cliff Clare, a Golden Slipper winning jockey. Pat was also in the winner's circle, his first Metropolitan winner for a long while for Cliff Clare, but he gained the win only courtesy of a protest. Due to technical difficulties, we sadly only have treble races from Sydney yesterday at Canterbury, and we do apologise for that. Race 4 was the Festival of Sydney Handicap, 1900 metres the distance, and here a battle of tactics emerged between Shane Dye riding Magic Shower in the white, orange and blue colours and Wayne Harris, who's on Eureka Stockade. Here's the action.
Noble Son and then Kutzbah, and the two fancied candidates back at the rear, Eureka Stockade and Magic Shah. At the winning post, a round to go, and the leader is Irish Glen, about a half to 3/4 of a length. Second posse is taken by Altai's Son, 1/3 Noble Son, a horse off the rails, and at his quarters on the inside, String of Pearls. A length the Kutzbah, one further back, Eureka Stockade, and a little more than a length the Magic Shah. No change in the order, going to the back near the crossing at the 1200 metres, with one exception. Noble Son's rider is starting to make ground on that fella, and the leader is Irish Glen, about a head to a neck in it now from Noble Son. 2 away third is Altai's Son at about 2.5 String of Pearls. A length and 3/4 to Kutzbah, 1 Eureka Stockade, and about a half to Magic Shah, who's racing one off the fence. Going down the back of the track, and here young Bartley had taken Noble Son to the lead by nearly 2 lengths, in fact, on Irish Glen. 2.5 to Altai's Son. One further back comes Kutzbah, then Eureka Stockade, who's making a little ground through on the inside. String of Pearls second last, and Magic Shower niggled at and being slapped with the whippers last of all. Noble Son makes the run up the hill and goes past the 600 metres by a length. Holding second Irish Glen, third and wider is Altai's Son. Eureka Stockade is well and truly pegged away. Then Kutzbah, Magic Shower second last, no room to move, and absolute String of Pearls. Noble Son's rider really clicking up on him as they come round the corner. Second Irish Glen, Eureka Stockade's got a beautiful run through to come after the leader Noble Son, and Magic Shower is trying to get in behind that group and go for the split. Gets the split now is Magic Shower to come after Eureka Stockade. Eureka Stockade at the moment safely holding Magic Shower, and then comes Altai's Son, but Eureka Stockade's in front. Magic Shower flies home, but too late, and Eureka Stockade has beaten Magic Shower. If she'd got the run 10 metres earlier, Magic Shower wins.
She certainly would have won, Ian. A successive double to TJ Smith and a winning double to Wayne Harris, but the horse to follow out of that race is certainly the runner-up, Magic Shower, but it didn't do much for those who took the short price yesterday. Race 5, the Taylor Square Handicap, an 1100 metre sprint here. Feeling Fit in blue colours, runner's favourite. Watch for Bow Kingdom, a great run. He comes from last, and they go course record time.
They're off this time. Magnificent jump, and Feeling Fit and Lady Be Mine with Pleasant Flight, the 3 best to get going, followed by Nosy Parker and Chime Square. Then the challenge, Max Treasure third last, followed by Malief, and Bow Kingdom brings up the rear. Lady Be Mine just in front of Pleasant Flight at the 800. A length away third is Nosy Parker, followed by Feeling Fit. 1.5 the challenge on the outside of Chime Square. Max Treasure third last, and the 2 behind it being Malief and Bow Kingdom. Along past the 600 metres, Pleasant Flight now goes to the lead, about a half length Lady Be Mine. 2 away third, Feeling Fit, shading on his inside, Nosy Parker, then Chime Square in the challenge. Onto the turn at the 300 metres, and Pleasant Flight kept honest by Lady Be Mine. Feeling Fit's had a good run behind the speed in the third posse, and then Chime Square and Nosy Parker. Straightening up, Lady Be Mine, the outside's taken over from Pleasant Flight. Feeling Fit struggles, and here's Chime Square emerging on the outside and looking the big danger. And Chime Square swooped upon Lady Be Mine. Max Treasure runs home, but this is a breeze for Chime Square. Chime Square has defeated Max Treasure. Third Lady Be Mine, then Feeling Fit, followed by Bow King.
They ran a half a second better than the course record, 1:3.9 for the 1100 metres. Chime Square was ridden by John Marshall, as trained by Errol Amos. Errol trains a small team at Canterbury, as sired by Bill Pickens' imported stallion Red Tony, and the winner Chime Square has done a marvellous job to come back to the racetrack at all, let alone winning in course record time, because Chime Square was at one stage in his career the medium of a 4-hour operation for a bowed tendon, and not many horses do even make it back to the track after a bowed tendon operation, but this is one who's done it successfully. But please stick on the trail of Bow Kingdom. What a great run it was by him in an unsuitable race. Race 7, the Domain Stakes, 1290 metres, inconceivable racing in the white and yellow with the red diamond ran as favourite.
Tequila Impulse given a couple of hammers with the whip to pick up ground, and a length further away comes Son of Bijou, and then Struan on the inside, followed by T-Row Point, and then Like a Knight losing ground. Agent Provocative second last, and back at the tail George Henry. Racing along towards the 800 metres, and here going to the lead narrowly is Schwartz. Schwartz about 3/4 of a length on Tequila Impulse. Ferris King improves, then Inconceivable. Son of Bijou checked. Off the track gained control, and then comes at the head of the others Struan and Ovation. Like a Knight picking up some leeway. A length further back is Agent Provocative, T-Row Point, and George Henry is last, travelling towards the corner, and it's Schwartz on the inside, headed by Ferris King. Inconceivable after Ferris King, and very wide gain control. Ovation bottled in behind the leading group, and then comes Like a Knight. On the swing around the home corner, Ferris King just in front. Schwartz kicks back, Inconceivable joins in, and here's gain control rushing down the outside. Ovation not getting a lot of room, followed by Like a Knight. Gain control's taken the lead. Inconceivable second, followed by Schwartz on the inside. But Beedman rides hard on gain control. It's coming away from Schwartz. And to the line goes gain control to beat Schwartz. Like a Knight, Agent Provocative, Inconceivable.
The breeding tells the tale, because gain control is by the champion Better Boy stallion Ceree, out of a full sister to Bletchingly, the sire of Kingston Town. The winner was ridden by internationally acclaimed young rider Darren Beedman, and is trained at Randwick by Neville Begg, who is one of the heirs to Tommy Smith's throne as the leading Sydney trainer. Now it's time for doubles and trebles information from Canterbury. The treble 1, 3 and 3, Eureka Stockade, Chime Square and Gain Control paid $55.70. The double of 3 and 3, Chime Square and Gain Control returned $20.20. The extra double, 1 and 1, the pair of ones Lord Paddington and LA Triumph returned $33.90. That's Canterbury. And after this break, we'll be back with Sandown, Pat.
We certainly will, Marshall, yes.
Today, and we saw winning doubles to the jockeys Brent Thompson and G. Doughty stood for Gary Doughty, Pat, in answer to your earlier question.
Yes. Well, I was all ready to do that. In fact, I was told that I was going to do it. Marshall, take it away.
Righto, Pat. The opening race was the 2-year-old Colson Geldings Handicap. 1,000 metres was the trip. Mill Trooper was favourite, but there was big backing for Hunz's Ace.
Boy from Cindy's Guy, and about 2 lengths last of all is Brown Duke. They make the turn, and racing a little wide, Mirador, and Hunz's Ace gets off the fence to go after Mill Trooper in the straight, 400 to go. Mill Trooper, the leader, about 3/4 to Hunz's Ace on the outside, the challenger. 2 further back, Mirador. Prince Gielgud is not doing a great deal, and Bowl Spot getting off the fence, running on, then Cindy's Guy. At the 200 now, and Hunz's Ace moved up on the outside to put its head in front. It took the lead, Bill off Mill Trooper, and now Bowl Spot starting to come home quickly. Hunz's Ace took the lead close to home. Bowl Spot finishing quickly. Hunz's Ace in front, and Hunz's Ace has won at a half head on the line, Bowl Spot. 4 lengths away, third is Mill Trooper.
Hunz's Ace, a $120,000 yearling purchase. Race 2, the 2-year-old fillies Handicap, 1,000 metres. Comroyale, a favourite. They went a half a second slower than the Colts in the first.
Stella, 400 metres to go. 2 lengths further back, Space Watch from Comroyale off the fence. They're clear of African Silk, Caranet and Ace is Supreme, but Swift and Eka got to the front at the 200 with Mia Stella fighting on. They're clear of Comroyale, and further out Space Watch coming home well. It's Swift and Eka getting to the lead. Space Watch finishing quickly out in the centre. Races up to grab it though. Space Watch has taken the lead with Comroyale and Swift and Eka. And Space Watch gets up to win a length and a quarter. Second home, Comroyale. Swift and Eka third, or Karinane the outside.
Race 3, the 3-year-old fillies over 1,200 metres. Several runners in the market.
Still standing a Gat and Orgwin Charm. Then Golden Burst, Numia Lass, Vabane pulled to the outside from Bon Trio. 350 out, and Nan Chris, the leader, got away a couple of lengths in front of Amanda Pink. Lost Art pulled to the outside, is coming home well. Golden Tree struggling from I'm Still Standing. Dan Chris, the leader. Lost Art coming after it quickly from I'm Still Standing with 150 to go. It's Nan Crest, the leader. Lost Art pegging it back on the outside from I'm Still Standing. Nan Crest in front. Lost Art stride by stride getting to it. Lost Art moves to Nan Crest. Lost Art on the outside. They hit it. Lost Art and nose on the line to Nan Crest. I'm Still Standing may have just got third from the fast finish from Barno. On the
That's a double to Apprentice Len Morn. Race 4, the Welder, 1,600 metres. Watch for the Vagrant in blue colours running 5th between runners.
Neville laid back on the fence as they start to quicken up the tempo. 400 to go. Cam Beesy's over on the inside, about a half in front. Lots of ice raced up to join him. Seaspring and Muffler are starting to join in from Neville 8, getting up on the fence, and the Vagrant getting a run through. Many chances now. Muffler, Seaspring, the Vagrant trying to push through. Lots of ice is there, and here's Astral in from the clouds down the outside. Oh, lots of ice got to the lead from Muffler, close to home from Astral in. Lots of ice in front, flying through the Vagrant. Possibly lots of ice from the Vagrant on the line. Nothing out. Muffler and Astral in have flashed up close up.
The vagrant did arrive in time for Darren Gauci. Race 5, the distance handicap, 21-20 metres. Magnesia Bay and Top Rate were favourites.
Mini D's back in the fence, and Magnesia Bay and Genoa pull to the outside. 400 to go. Dithea Bryson and Mini D's got a rails run up on the inside from Magnesia Bay. Running down to the 200 metre mark, and Mini D's burst through on the inside to tackle the leader, Magnesia Bay. Mini D's took the lead with 200 metres to go from Magnesia Bay, and they settle down to fight it out. They're clear of Lollipop Kid. It's Mini D's the inside and Magnesia Bay. Mini D's on the inside in front of Magnesia Bay, and Mini D's for the money. Mini D's by a length on the line to Magnesia Bay. 3 lengths, Genoa got up to run third. 2 lengths.
Mini D's, a half-sister to the first winner, Hunz's Ace. Race 6, the sprint, 1,200 metres. Best back, Currabahah and West Mayo.
Last of all, West Mayo went a little wide coming into the home straight. Ceree claimed by Precipice. Currabahah pulled to the outside from My Will. Then on the outside, West Mayo from Trig, and further back by Radiant Gay Tulip. At the 250, Precipice, and on the outside, Currabahah from Ceree from West Mayo, and back behind them, My Will. Many chances. Ceree got to the front. My Will driving home on the inside. My Will getting to Ceree and Currabahah. My Will and Ceree and Currabahah, 3 in line. My Will going home better, gets up to win from Currabahah on the line. Ceree is third.
That's the 7th win from 20 starts for My Will, a 6-year-old who suffers from arthritis. Race 7, the 3-year-old fillies, Galway Gale and Seeker Fortune were best back.
3 or 4 in front of Acid Test. Better Value, further back Sandown Miss from Calling Lisa. Then Vesterberg from Detel and Galway Gale, and the other struggling Seeker Fortune. Duke's Riesling getting tight inside the 200. They're coming at it now. Detel is starting to weave through. It's going home very quickly. Detel races to Duke Riesling halfway up the running. Then Galway Gale, but Detel is sprinting away, and Detel wins 2 or 3 lengths in the run home. Second Galway Gale, third home Seeker Fortune. On the
that was a double for jockey Gary Dowdy and Cranbourne trainer Colin Alderson, who put the polish on Nicholas John. Race 8, the mare's handicap, 1,600 metres, a top weight Sobriquet was favourite.
Followed by Keeper Belinda, then Lockable Lass, and the others a fair way back as they run down to the 250, and it's Ceree about a length and a half in front of Rose of Banaka, followed by Rose of Vengeance. Halfway up the straight, and Rose of Banaka coming after the leader, Ceree. Ceree the leader, Rose of Banaka cutting it down on the outside, grabs the leader now. Rose of Banaka, Thompson riding hard, draws clear. Costa Bay late, but Rose of Banaka for the money. By a length and a quarter, Ceree. Costa Bay is third.
The Get Out Stakes was a 3-year-old handicap, 1,400 metres. Black Charleston ran as favourite.
And Sabanella struggling. Miller's made back on the inside of the 400 metre mark. Black Charleston getting out, is coming home well, and so has Come Tell. Pulled to the outside from Sabanella, then Fragonard at the 250. State Draw again got to the lead from Black Charleston. Come Tell sprinting home quickly down the outside, and then further back in the field is Exact from a long way back. They've grabbed this leader. Come Tell put ahead in front now from Black Charleston and Exact, and it's the filly sprinting away. Come Tell. Come Tell races away to win 2 lengths in the run home. Second is Black Charleston. Third home Exact over on the inside.
The winner is trained by Bob Hoysted and was ridden by Brent Thompson, giving him the last 2 winners. That's it for yesterday's Sandown meeting, and a look at 3-state racing. Here's the treble and double dividend. The treble 9 Mini Dees, 14 My Will and 4 Rose of Banaka should read. Paid $840.70. The double 14 and 4 also paid well. The Sandown Extra double 9 to Tell and 7 Come Tell paid $62 and last winners. The racing scene started with the 2-year-old handicap over 1,010 metres for the fillies. The Flying Creolina started favourite in this race at long odds on, and Petrovia was best back to beat her.
Fury, and then Corinus and Busby's last. Creolina travelling pretty easily as they race to the home turn, 450 metres to go. She's 2 lengths in front of Petrovia, who's pushed along to chase the top weight now. They're 6 lengths in front of Chestnut Shadow, then Georgia Rose. Further back came Busby picking up ground, 300 metres out. Creolina the leader. She's a length in front on the outside. Petrovia trying hard. Schofield the first to get anxious, goes for the whip on Petrovia. Creolina still just in front of Petrovia. Petrovia easing out to the middle of the track. Creolina in front. He's riding her hands and heels. Petrovia trying hard on the outside. Creolina in front. She's starting to stop a little bit, but she's got too big a break up her sleeve. She's won it. Creolina first, Petrovia second, third Chestnut Shadow.
Trainer Reg Fleming prepares Creolina for a syndicate of ladies, including his wife Sally. Reg's main problem with Creolina has been getting her to settle better in her races, and she seems to have done that now. Let's have a look at the slow motion. That's Creolina on the inside. Petrovia starting to drift out under pressure. Schofield was the first to go for the whip on Petrovia. She's an impressive shiftway filly, and she's going to win better races, Petrovia. She's only been lightly raced. The winner, Creolina, is by Pacific Ruler, who stands for Trevor Alexander at Chinchilla, and she's being set for a big race at Doomben on Saturday week, the $30,000 Crest International over 1,200 metres. Whether or not she gets the distance is the big problem with Creolina. Carolina, but she's certainly a filly possessed of plenty of speed. Race 2, the Mercury Mufflers maiden, 16.34 metres. Stephen Schofield was beaten in the first, but punters threw in for a win on Viv's Shadow in the green colours.
Bell Grand to the outside, Viv's Shadow putting in a well-timed run. Then Daily Paper, the Ladies' Pulse, and further back Fancy Footwork. 200 metres to go. Michelet tackled quickly by Viv's Shadow, who sprinted to the lead on the outside. Viv's Shadow's gone to the front from Michelet. The Ladies' Pulse is making ground at the end with Daily Paper, but it's Viv's Shadow in front close to home. He's too good for them, and Viv's Shadow wins it by a length. Second, the Ladies' Pulse. Third, Daily Paper. Fourth, Michelet.
The Beaver was niggling at Viv's Shadow about 700 metres from home, but it paid dividends because Viv's Shadow, trained at Bow Desert and a stablemate of the recent Eagle Farm midweek winner Viv's Pick, went on to win the maiden, and probably more wins are in store for that good type of galloper. Race 3 was the first leg of the treble, the Brackenridge Sports Graduation, 1,200 metres the distance, and Neil Williams Mount Cooper Queen in the green with the red cap ran as favourite.
Softly again. Stars and Riches is a length away in third place, then Butterham Girl. Cooper Queen to the outside, running on fairly well. Desert Band on the rails, and then Lenora and Blue September. 300 metres to go. Goes softly the outside, a touch in front. Shadow Rose kicking again on the rails. Cooper Queen, Stars and Riches, and Blue September's got a split. Here's Elytra coming from last. She's flying home, Elytra. Blue September just in front, joined by Elytra on the outside. It's Blue September and Elytra. They're going to the line locked together. Nothing in this at all. Very close. Blue September or Elytra. Elytra, Blue September. It could go either way. Veet Me Allen, Sea Light in a photo for third.
It was a punishing win to Blue September, who's a half-sister to the former Bonnie race mare Faustina. The first leg of a treble for Roy Dawson, and Michael Pelling certainly earned his winning ride fee on Blue September. Trainer Dawson suggests that she's a late maturer and she may get better with racing. This daughter of Claudius, who was incidentally represented by 3 winners yesterday. Claudius, of course, stood alongside Captain Piper at the Wattlebray Stud at Nobby near Pilton on the Darling Downs until his untimely death at the start of this breeding season. Race 4 was the Max Auctions Flying, 1,010 metres. Williams again was on the favourite. Pete's Choice, he was in front with the blue and the white cap.
Going for a run on the inside of Pete's Choice. Cruise Missile now popped the big question, coming after the leaders smartly on the outside, and he's moved up to hit the front. Cruise Missile, 150 to go. Cruise Missile in front of Water Wagon and Pete's Choice. Proud Sapphire trying hard on the outside, but it's Cruise Missile in front close to home, and Cruise Missile is going to be too good. He wins it by a length. Tight second and third, Pete's Choice or Proud Sapphire. Then Crafty Indian, Water Wagon, Noosa.
12 wins from 24 starts for Cruise Missile. He's by Claudius also. Prepared down the Gold Coast by Lloyd Hickmott. Ridden yesterday by Michael Kerr. And Cruise Missile will be backing up at Bundamba on Tuesday in the $15,000 4X Flying there. He has been weighted on 49 kilos, but he's eligible for a penalty of 1 kilo and will probably be re-handicapped. The main race at Doomben is the Burnborough Handicap, 16.34 metres, and we'll be back after this break with a look at the action from the track.
Sunday night, Carl Malden, a highly acclaimed star of Fatal Vision, is a small-town journalist who uses inside information to reveal a mass murderer. He promises to keep his source secret, but without her testimony, the killer will go free. Will he betray her trust or keep his word of honor? An emotional movie premiere Sunday, 8:30 on 7.
Guess who's got the holiday spirit? The Qantas Holiday Spirit book. Everyone's getting it to get bargain-priced holidays like this from Qantas or your travel agent.
Hello, we're the Patterson family.
Bill Patterson builds an amazing range of real...
Burnborough Handicap was the main race, 16.34 metres the distance. Secret Bay ran as favourite. A poor performance by Secret Bay. Rider Stephen Schofield asked the club vet to inspect the horse after the race. He found nothing wrong, but I spoke to Gold Coast trainer John Wallace this morning, who told me that chiropractic examination this morning found Secret Bay to be out badly in the back and also have a split mouth. John is going to give Secret Bay a couple of days off. It's nothing terribly serious. He hopes to start him at the coast on Saturday week in a $25,000 feature or send him south to Sydney. Secret Bay was racing in the red, white and blue colours.
Star, Super Dude, Bank Coin, Rich Duke, then Crawford, who's cluttered up on the inside. Some Charm now starting a run, then Foreign Interest, Vita, New Bliss, Ring True, Saturn, Brilliant Beauty and Alinjabon. Straightening up, 350 metres to go, and Fixed Flash kicked away from them. Fixed Flash 3 lengths in front. Butterfly Prince in second place. Garter Star. Bank Coin down the outside, and Crawford getting a run on the rails. Fixed Flash in front. Williams goes for the whip on him. He's 2 lengths clear of Crawford and Bank Coin. Fixed Flash in front, close to home. Some Charm rattling home at the end, but Fixed Flash is in front as they hit the line. He's a great little horse. Fixed Flash first. Tight second and third. Some Charm of Crawford and Bank Coin, who finished out.
And an understandably jubilant Neil Williams after riding the third leg of the Triple Crown. Congratulations to you, Neil. Fixed Flush taking his earnings past the $150,000 mark. He's part owned by Jack the Slasher, Jack Butler, trained at Thornhill Park by Bruce McLaughlin. I was fortunate enough to be invited to Thornhill Park a couple of weeks ago. It's truly a magnificent racing complex, a fine setup indeed, and if Bruce McLaughlin can't train winners off Thornhill Park, there's simply no hope for him. Gavin Duffy's nemesis is proving to be Neil Williams, who has a great winning record on Fixed Flush. Race 6, the Southside Auto Auctions Graduation, 1634 metres the distance. Ken Russell's River Road in green and yellow was favourite and unlucky.
Right of audience to the outside, Cabaret Kingdom and then the Cobb and Mount Mayon into the straight, 300 metres to go. Woodland Bow on the outside and Swap Style, they're locked together. River Road can't get out at the moment. He's trying to work through in the middle. Silver Style down the outside, Light the Sky rattling home. The Cobb's going for a run in the middle. There's not much room there. Swap Style fought on. Silver Style coming at him and the Cobb's flying in the middle. The Cobb's going to be the one. He loomed up, grabbed the lead, and he's got up to win it. The Cobb first, Silver Style and River Road in a photo second and third. Swap Style there with them, so is Light the Sky.
A punishing ride by heavyweight apprentice Raymond McGrath, a winning double to Roy Dawson, and the fifth win in his career for the Cobb. The Cobb was top weight. It was his first win for the past 18 months. We'll have a look at the slow-mo here. That's Swap Style in the pink and black colours. The Cobb's buried away behind runners in the orange and red colours, and there's River Road on the rails. Ken Russell having the dickens of a trouble trying to extricate him. He's racing in the blinkers. River Road in the green and yellow colours. He sort of gets half clear here. Swap Style comes out and just takes a little bit of the running of River Road, and the Cobb is starting to force through between runners. The Cobb finishing very strongly. Russell gets to work late on River Road, and I think he can safely follow the heavily backed River Road as a horse to follow. Race 7 was the Max Muffler Mart Graduation. 1350 metres was the distance, and here it was an open betting race, but punters throwing in for a win on Ken Russell's Chateau Bronze or Neil Williams' Trafalgar Star, who pulled very hard.
Finishing gamely. Further back, Oriental Crest, Sharp Arrow to the outside of the Nuclear Dream, Charlie's Dream and Royal Raydon into the straight, 300 metres to go. Oriental Crest, the leader, about a length in front of Dandy Circle. Delegate, Calm Gent with a great run on the outside. Prince Pageant getting through in the middle, coming home strongly, and then Oriental Crest, and a long way back Trafalgar Star, but Calm Gent swept to the lead. Nuclear Dream coming out after Calm Gent now. Calm Gent in front, hanging on. Nuclear Dream's flying the last little bit. They hit it close. Very close. Nuclear Dream or Calm Gent, not much in this one. Prince Pageant, Oriental Crest and Shadow...
Nuclear Dream was just nosed out there for rider Carl Slug Simons, and in doing so, Bruce McLaughlin's Thornhill Park missed the daily double, providing Fixed Flush as the first leg winner. Calm Gent a treble to Roy Dawson and a treble to the progeny of the ill-fated stallion Claudius. The winner was ridden well by Graham Watson. He went for the whip and then steadied Calm Gent and settled down to ride him hard over the last 100 metres or so. Race 8, the McConnell Holdings Novice, 1350 metres. And here punters went for Neil Williams again on Paris Bow in the orange and yellow colours.
Around the home turn, Northern Interest with the advantage of the inside leads narrowly over Dream Mile. Glenn's Academy into the clear, running on strongly. Catmandu behind them, Avon Jet down the outside, and now Williams is winding up the favourite Paris Bow. He's coming with a great run right down the outside. Glenn's Academy shot to the lead. Paris Bow after him on the outside, but Glenn's Academy's got a bit of a break on the favourite. He's a length in front, and as they hit the line, Glenn's Academy has won it. Glenn's Academy first, Paris Bow second, tight for third. Wide on the track is Avon.
The first and last winners to apprentice Robert Crilly. The winner, Glenn's Academy, by Terry Ramsey's former top speedster Academy Star, is out of Tiny Court, a mare who won 8 races for Wally Doolan, a former grazier and now the trainer of this fellow, Glenn's Academy. So he's got a couple of horses going well, Tiny's Glow and also Glenn's Academy. Now it's time to look at the 6-pick double and treble. The treble 6, 2 and 4, Blue September, Fixed Flush and Calm Gent, $1,121. And the double 2 and 4, Fixed Flush and Calm Gent, $119.60. The 6-pick, 6, 6, 2, 1, 4 and 3, Division 1 jackpots. Division 2, $10,298.45. And the third prize, $3,432.80. Racing next week at Bundamba on Tuesday, Doomben on Wednesday, and the Saturday, Monday holiday weekend programs at Eagle Farm. We'll be back after this break with more sports scene action and racing yesterday at Canterbury. And here Durham Dancer ran as favourite, was well back when we picked them up in the red, blue and yellow colours.
They come. The inside runner, Lightning Valley, shows the way, gets a crack with the whip, a half on High Resolution, Time on Wings. Trix is 3 and 4 deep, trying to join in, followed by your Dynamic Ruler. And Durham Dancer at the stage is going to finish nearer last than first. High Resolution at the 200 went to the lead, but here's Trix. Trix on the outside is issuing the challenge to High Resolution. At the 100, High Resolution in front. Trix is working home well. High Resolution ahead in front. Trix is trying to get to it. High Resolution and Trix split it. Near the bend and Sculptor just
Race 2, the flying well to 1,200 metres. No Scolding, and the orange, brown and white is behind the pace. He was favourite.
Lizard about to be pulled out, 3 wide, and No Scoldings waiting for the inside run. 2 off to Max Treasure and a length away Brigantic. Homeward bound and Sculptor the leader. Vanbragh's having another crack at it. A length away as Lounge Lizard under the whip. No Scoldings going for the split. Inside the 200, Vanbragh went to the lead. No Scoldings got the run. No Scoldings after Vanbragh with 100 to go. Vanbragh in front, but No Scoldings running to it. No Scolding doing better than Vanbragh. And No Scolding will get up and win by a nick. And
the third, the 2-year-old Colts and Geldings, 1,200 metres. Ideal Time is favourite. Red with black armbands and a yellow cap.
Ideal Time is working hard. Casino Club's looking for a run and badly disappointed. They were followed by Don's Glen, and now Gretzky is starting to wind up. Ideal Time finally moved up on the outside and grabbed the lead from Perfect Warrior. Don's Glen and Gretzky are running on. Casino Club can do no better. Ideal Time reached the lead, but Gretzky's the danger. Gretzky's going after Ideal Time. Gretzky doing better than Ideal Time, and Don's Glen and Gretzky's going to win. Signal to noise.
Race 4, the 3-year-old, 1,200 metres. Inconceivable in the yellow and white, and Cryptic Verse in the blue and white are favourites.
Cryptic Verse and Astral Ruler against the rails of the joint leaders, but Inconceivables joined them quickly. Common Sense in the centre is starting to run home fairly, followed by Signal to Noise. Into the straight and Inconceivable the leader. Cryptic Verse, Common Sense and Astral Ruler are boxing on well. Inconceivable drifting to the centre. Common Sense is running home fairly, but Inconceivables booted, and Inconceivable's going to win the money. Inconceivable by 3/4 of a length. 2 lengths away.
Second leg of the treble, the Parramatta Cup, 1,900 metres. Fixed the date in grey and a white cap. Ran as the public elect.
Ken's Fortune still a long way back from Likealunch. Well and truly beaten. Luxalottery turns the corner. A length on Fix the Date about to close the gap, and shortly afterwards Fix the Date upsides went to the lead. Ken's Fortune starting to run home powerfully, and they were clear from Jogger. Fix the Date in front, but Ken's Fortune's cutting it down at the 100. Ken's Fortune raced to the lead from Fix the Date, and Ken's Fortune coming away from them. Ken's Fortune wins by 2.5 lengths towards the
a small field in race 6, the well to 1,550 metres. The trip Riverfront in red and white going to the leader's favourite.
Towards the centre of the track. Mardek's in the centre, a length away. King Rum to the outside, and Peaceful Joe on the fence, and they're throwing up plenty of dirt. On the corner, Riverfront and the leader, but Jade Prince about to tackle it. Peaceful Joe's in the centre. They're clear by for a length over King Rum. It's Riverfront in the centre. Jade Prince and Peaceful Joe, the 3 of them settle down to fight it out. Peaceful Joe went to the lead from Riverfront and Jade Prince. Peaceful Joe's drawn clear of Riverfront, and Peaceful Joe's coming right on to win. Peaceful Joe by a length and 3/4 the line to Riverfront. A break.
Race 7, the Ansett Handicap, 1,250 metres. The Kempsey-Mere Vitadel back from 3s into 7 to 4.
At the rear on the bend. Fire Eclipse shows the way. It's a length on Southern Blaze. Coming into the picture now is Vitadel with Space Power with good runs. Another regular to the centre of the track running on, and Lady Jules nailed to the rail. Space Power after Fire Eclipse. Here's Vitadel and another regular. Another regular on the outside. Grab the front. It's race clear inside the 100. Southern Blaze, Lady Jules, Space Power and Vitadel fighting out the minors, but another regular's blitzed them. Another regular scores by 3. Space Bonnie Downs.
The Lucky Last, the reliable travel, 1,550 metres. Clear Picture was the leader. He was the favourite in brown colours.
Hussars flight out in the centre of the track and moved up and swept to the lead from Clear Picture as they flatten for the run in. Surfers getting into the clear, and Zio's on the inside. Further back in the race is Noblest. This could be the maiden coming up for Hussars flight inside the 200. It's had 18 cracks at winning it, but it's going to get the prize today. Hussars flight bounding away and revelling in the going. Running home solidly Comic Verse with Surf, but Hussars flight wins.
Jockey Shane Dowie, who rode the favourite Clear Picture, said he pulled hard, he dipped a couple of times in the going, and he was never happy in the heavy conditions, so it may pay to forgive Clear Picture that failure and back him next time on a dry track. Now time for the treble and double information from Canterbury. The treble, 667, Inconceivable, Ken's Fortune, and another regular, $608.30. The double on 6 and 7, $112.20. That's Sydney in review, and we'll be back after this break. Yellow in green and Cermiades in green and yellow with the favourites.
The Vengeance rolled back to the fence. He had to check Semides. D'Angelo went up second. Then 2 lengths to Rock Fun. They're about to turn. And the leader with a Vengeance from D'Angelo. They've closed the gap now on Semides in a gap in the field. Further back then to Lardis Max. They turn with 1 jump to get over 200 out. And D'Angelo put his head in front of with a Vengeance. Semides back to the rail. D'Angelo with a Vengeance over it together. D'Angelo's taken the lead now from with a Vengeance and Semides. And D'Angelo's drawing away. D'Angelo by a length and a quarter, 2 with a Vengeance. 3 lengths further back, Semides. He was going pretty well when he got checked on the home turn. He's run third. A length and
Second
a half.
race for the Two-Year-Old Colts and Geldings. 1,000 metres. Indeed I Do. Red and black colours as favourite.
Back Chisengo on the bend. They race the favourites together. Indeed I Do on the inside and High Courage. They turn together. About a length in front of Pull to the outside. Shiatsu and then a gap in the field. Special Papa. Indeed I Do on the inside. Ahead in front. Coming up them Shiatsu and High Courage is rolling about. Indeed I Do drifting away from the rail. It's in front getting towards the line from Shiatsu. Flashing home. Indeed I Do in front. It wins. Indeed I Do. 3/4 Shiatsu. Third ahead away High Courage on the turn and
the third for the 3-year-old, 1,600 metres, well back. In white colours as Epicentre the favourite.
When they turn from Wagal, Snowblock gets out, runs on from My Edward. Seeker Fortune put its head in front with 150 to go, but Snowblock finishing quickly on the outside, raced up, ducked in, grabbed them. Insatiate comes again, but Snowblock got up to win. A neck on the line to Insatiate, who kicked again, ahead away third, Seeker Fortune.
Canny Lass in orange colours as favourite in the fourth for 3-year-old fillies over 1,000 metres.
Then Decade Doll, when they wheel around the turn, she pulls to the outside, the top weight, Bit of a Star, grabbed by Nan Cress, who took the lead. Canny Lass given full boss, coming quickly on the outside. Nan Cress, Bit of a Star, Canny Lass coming after them. Nan Cress in front on the outside, Canny Lass wearing it down, Nan Cress hanging on. Nan Cress a half head to Canny Lass. A length and a quarter, Bit of a Star third, and then Almost Paradise.
The Stayers Handicap, 2,600 metres, race 5. Noble Comment, the top weight in orange colours, is in front and favourite.
Noble Comment, the leader with Minnie Dees, the tackler. At the 150, Noble Comment a length in front. Minnie Dees stride by stride, pegging it back. Noble Comment being tackled by Minnie Dees. She's going home better. And Minnie Dees gets up to win on the line by a half length to Noble Comment. A little bit early he went on Noble Comment. 4 lengths away, third, Shear from Sandy.
The sixth, the Coca-Cola Handicap, 1,600 metres. Vera's Boy in front of the yellow and green colours was the public elect.
2.5 in front of Todd Wilkes, and then Lakeworth, and further back Sandy Rigo. Vera's Boy over 3 in front with 150 metres to go, holding Todd Wilkes. And on the outside, Lakeworth at bay, and Vera's Boy kept going by Young Evagora. And in the run home, Vera's Boy will get the money to score by 2.5 lengths. Todd Wilkes is second, ahead away third is Lakeworth.
Race 7, 3-year-old fillies, 1,000 metres. Dukes Riesling in red, the yellow and the blue cap is second on the rails end was the public elect.
4 in front of in second placing Dukes Riesling, and now pulled to the outside. Falling Snow's running on. Micah Rower 3 in front with about 100 to go from Falling Snow. Bon Poupie from a mile back. She's going to be too speedy though, Micah Rower. She's getting weary, but she'll get there. Micah Rower scored on the line by a length and a half. Bon Poupie second. Head in front of Falling Snow third, and flashing up Lost Start fourth. On the turn,
race 8, the Diet Coke Sprint, 1,000 metres. Warlike in blue colours as favourite.
Sabre Sam was there, and then Warlike trying to get out. Flying Shoes raced to the front out wide on the track. Warlike getting clear from Tumulsa, and Knight of Avon from a mile back. Flying Shoes went for home, 80 metres to go. Warlike picking it back. Flying Shoes, Warlike goes home better. Gets up to win a neck on the line to Flying Shoes. Knight of Avon flew to run third. On the
race 9, the Mayor's Handicap, 1,600 metres. Warene in red and yellow is the favourite.
Queen of Bass, Lady Padrugan, Warene with nowhere to go, but under the whip. It's Glissade, Kia Miss turning together, nothing between them. 2 lengths, Queen of Bass down the outside. Over on the inside, it's Kia Miss ahead in front of Glissade. They're well clear of Queen of Bass. Kia Miss is the leader, hanging on. Glissade trying to pick it back, but Kia Miss wins the last, and neck Glissade. 2 lengths away, third is Queen of Bass. Warene got out late to run fourth. And then
a good result for the bookmakers and a double for Kevin Forrester. Now it's time to have a look at the TAB details from Moonee Valley, where there was a treble, a double, and like Sydney, an extra double. Treble 4, 3 and 2. Minnie Dees, Vera's Boy, Warlike paid $38.30. The double 3 and 2 paid $7.90. And the extra double 4 and 2, Migaroa and Kia Miss, paid $47.70. That just about wraps up our racing details.
At the Magic Million Yearling Sale to be held at the Gold Coast Sales and Convention Centre on Sunday the 2nd of February. No less than 200 quality offerings from all over Australia will go under the hammer at an unreserved sale. They must all be sold. The prices will be high, but so are the stakes. Nomination in the sale is automatic entree for the Foster's Magic Million, a guaranteed $1 million race for 2-year-olds at the Gold Coast 12 months later. There's $500,000 for the owner of the winner, while the winning breeder, trainer and jockey will also share in the huge spoil. Connections of all runners are guaranteed a share of the prize money.
The Magic Million, the brainchild of Darling Downs breeder and Gold Coast Convention shareholder Carl Waugh, has tongues wagging throughout Australasia. The likes of Robert Holmes at Court, Jack Ingham, Mike Willisey and the brothers Kelly and Foyster, as well as leading Queensland breeders, have representatives in this selected offering. David Chester is the Elders Pastoral Bloodstock Manager. And David, how do you see the Magic Million sale benefiting the Queensland industry?
Well, Marshall, it's bringing to Queensland buyers that we've never had before, leading trainers from the south that have never come to the Queensland sales before. They're talking about Queensland, which has never been done before in the south. And I think it's got to benefit the whole industry here, particularly the breeding side of it.
I believe there's also been plenty of interest from overseas buyers.
Well, there's a lot of interest from Southeast Asia, from Hong Kong and from Singapore naturally. And we've even got 3 buyers booked in from France. So it's certainly looking very good at this stage.
Well, that's looking good, and also looking good is Marshall Dobson, who's going to talk about harness racing now.
Yes, Peter, good meeting.
The winner, Wandering Duke, 20s into 4s at one stage of betting, started 5-1 and scored nicely. But there was a tragedy at the start when the solidly backed Maraska reared in the air just as they jumped and, in fact, knocked himself out. It was great work by the barrier crew to pull him away from the barrier stall firstly and then be able to move the stalls, because the field did have to pass that point again, and then they were able to drag the horse clear as well. Unfortunately, his injuries were so serious that he had to be put down, and that's bad luck for the Merv Wrigley stable. The horse did show a bit of staying potential. First event at Eagle Farm yesterday went to first starter Y Julie, who's well educated by Neil Strong for her debut. She fought on strongly under the whip after being under some threat at the 200 metres from top liner.
Next inside of Hendra Hussey and aerobic dancer Island of Rhodes. Show Fashion getting well back. Solemn Star, Shirella Banksia Star. Last of all at the blue light. Around the home turn, 450 metres to go. Wide Julie using the inside, move through to join top liner. There together. Woburn Princess pulled to the outside, running on fairly well. A length then to Bon Calliope, followed by Lovely Promise, who's under the whip. Down the outside, Adventurous, and then Sally's Edition and Dear Diary. They've got 250 metres to go. Top liner the outside, and Wide Julie, they're locked together. Wide Julie's just got a nose in front of top liner. They're 3 lengths in front of Bon Calliope and Woburn Princess. Wide Julie in front. She's giving plenty under the whip. She's a half length in front. She's a length in front close to home, and Wide Julie's too good, wins it by a length. Second, top liner, 4 lengths away. Third, maybe Shirella just in front of at the...
Wide Julie is raced by Melbourne owner Merv Brown, who was very keen to take the filly south and run in the Blue Diamond Stakes, known as the Hang 10 Blue Diamond this year, sponsored by Mr Brown's company, Hang 10. Now, the second event, this is the sensation at the start. This is the maiden handicap over 21.36 metres, so they start just in front of the grandstand, and you'll notice Maraska, who rears in the air just as the starter Alan Shuck releases them. Maraska just hits his head violently on the barrier stall. There he goes in barrier 4, whack into the bottom of the number there, barrier 4. Down he goes. Fortunately, his rider Graham Cleese was catapulted forward away from the horse, who remained motionless on the track, and there were frantic efforts by the barrier staff, understandably, to clear the track, because the field did have to come back around past this point. It would have been a catastrophe if the field had been charging down the straight and the barrier stalls couldn't be moved. This is the fourth. Now the head-on, look at barrier 4, Maraska. We've missed that. We're coming up now towards the 700 metres, and the plunge horse in Wandering Duke is in 4th place in the red colours, just being niggled at by Robert Crilly at this stage, but he goes on strongly in the straight.
Maroubra Beach now going forward. Then Prince of Kildare, well back in the field, Jack's Devil, Catella, Princess Carmen last of all. They've got 400 metres to go as they set sail for the judge. It's Planet Krypton a length in front. On the outside is Young Challenger, Wandering Duke working into the clear now, running on fairly well. Maroubra Beach down the outside, then the Entity and the Ladies Pulse. 300 metres to go. Planet Krypton just in front. Wandering Duke loomed up on the outside of Planet Krypton. They're 2 lengths in front of the Ladies Pulse and then the Entity, and further back came Prince of Kildare. It's Wandering Duke in front with 100 metres to go. He's about a length clear of Planet Krypton, and it looks as though they're going to pull off the big plonk. He's a half length in front. Wandering Duke, yes, he's too good. He's won it. Wandering Duke first, Planet Krypton second. Third home was the Entity.
Now here we go, and this is the head-on. Now look at barrier 4, Maraska. He leaps straight up in the air as the gates are released and really gives that upright a real blow. Whack! And down he goes for the count. Over the top goes Graham Cleese. Fortunately, he was thrown clear. The horse didn't move once he hit the track, and apparently his injuries were so shocking that he had to be put down. But that's a 1,000,000 to 1 chance there, Maraska. And you notice the barrier staff quickly on the job, Cleese getting to his feet, and they were able to drag the horse clear of the barrier straws and then move them back into the infield. A tragedy there. Now this is the slow-mo of the finish. Now that's the plunge horse, Wandering Duke, getting the better of Planet Krypton. Now you'll notice as coming up on the inside, there's the horse prostrate and there's the barrier staff around him. They've done a great job. They had the track cleared by the time the horses reached the halfway mark. Full marks to Alan Chuck and his team. It's Wandering Duke going on with the job. Now, he doesn't score by a big margin, but you'll notice he pricks his ears a couple of times in the final stages, and I think that he's a horse of some promise. The opposition not great and the margin not big, but a tidy performance at his first start for 5 weeks. Third event was the Governor King Novice, and Paris Beau made amends for his defeat at odds on last week, and he did it in pretty impressive style too. He had to do it tough outside the lead with his big weight. He's in the orange colours. They're going nicely. Les Choice is in the green colours fourth, and he battles on strongly for second.
His position, he dropped back quickly, passed by Sunshine Valley, then Picaco, a long break of 6 lengths then to our Mandolin, followed by Fox Olive, King Rang, and Tiger Star is last. Running onto the home turn, 450 metres to go. Paris Beau, the outside, leads King of the North narrowly. They're a length and a half clear of Les's Choice, followed by Bluey's Pride down the outside, then Indian Sand and Sunshine Valley. 300 metres to go, and the favourite's clear now. He's kicked away from them, leads by a length and a half. Les's Choice into second place, King of the North weakening out of it. Then Sunshine Valley and Picaco. Paris Beau in front, he's a length clear. Les's Choice trying very hard, but Paris Beau is going to be too good in the run home. Pushed out with the whip, Paris Beau wins it by a length and a half.
That was the third event to the favourite Paris Beau, but one for the bookies in the fourth with the first starter, Naibo's Light, taking out this event. He's got a lot of speed. He was getting tired at the finish. It was his first run in a race over the 1200, and I'm sure he's going to improve. And small wonder that he has got some abilities from a very, very strong family. Granddaughter of that flying mare, Emborn's Light. Naibo's Light at this stage sitting second, and Leith Babian goes for home once they straighten.
Diamark picking up ground. At the crossroads is next. He's starting to go forward. Then Mort's Son and Fritters is last. As they race towards the home turn, 450 metres to go. It's True just in front of Naibo's Light as they straighten up, with Naibo's Light going to the lead now from It's True. Back in third place, Smart Pico. Prince of Fire to the outside, running on fairly well with Busby. Coming through in the middle off to Mars, but Naibo's Light has kicked right away from them. 300 metres to go. Naibo's Light about 4 lengths in front. Off to Mars, running on fairly well. Then Smart Pico, Prince of Fire, and at the crossroads down the outside. But it's all Naibo's Light with 100 metres to go. Off to Mars is rattling home at the end. Naibo's Light in front, stopping, but he's going to win it. Naibo's Light has won by a half length. Off to Mars second at the crossroads.
I don't know, at the crossroads and Off to Mars both made up good ground late, and they should soon pick up a race. But Naibo's Light just a little too good, a little too quick on the day. We'll take a break and come back and have a look at the remainder of the program. Trig had been a disappointment at his last start back on New Year's Day when heavily backed as favourite made amends in dashing style yesterday. Nicely handled by Shane Scriven, ridden just off the speed, but he looked the winner a long way from home. He chimed in just inside the 200 metres and went on to score decisively from Little Downey and Boyner, who had no luck. He's sitting up 3 wide outside the lead.
5 lengths last just now. Over the crossing, 600 metres to go. Agro Khan just in front, leads narrowly on Little Downey, and Emboyner making a line of 3 on the outside. Water Wagons one away fourth, followed by Viv's Hope and then Common Man. Palace Intrigue easing to the outside, starting a run, and then Kai Time winning to Zion Arctic Haze, and just now well in the straight, 350 to go. Agro Khan the leader just in front of Little Downey, Emboyner trying hard on the outside. Palace Intrigue starting to warm up on the outside now, coming after these leaders. Agro Khan still in front, 150 to go. He's a half length in front on the outside. Palace Intrigue swooped on him. He raced up to go to the lead, Palace Intrigue, and he's charging away on the run to the line. He's going to win it easily. Palace Intrigue first, Little Downey held on for second, third Emboyner.
I'm sure the former Melbourne galloper Palace Intrigue is going to go on and score in better class now that he's really hit his top form. Sixth event was the Sydney Cove Handicap. An upset result here. Well, I suppose on form, Jiff had a good chance. He'd won at his previous 2 starts, but Rock Show was all the rage in the ring. He started 10-9 on and looked certain to score when they straightened, but Jiff outplugged him at the finish.
On the outside, and Ormiston is up in second last place. As they race towards the corner, it looks as though the boy on Wellington Road is in trouble. The saddle may have shifted on that horse. Coming to the corner now, 450 metres to go. Hondomatic making his bid on the outside, loomed up to Mr. Olympus, poked his nose in front. Rock Show to the outside at the right time, then Jiff, followed by Zinc, Ormiston and Wellington Road. 300 metres to go, and here he comes. Here's the favourite. Here's Rock Show on the outside. He swept up past Hondomatic. Jiff running on fairly well, followed by Mr. Olympus and then Zinc. Rock Show in front, 150 metres to go. Jiff trying hard on the inside, coming at Rock Show now. It's Jiff and Rock Show. He pulls the whip on Rock Show. Jiff's got him. Jiff is about a length in front of Rock Show, moving away close to home, and Jiff goes on to beat Rock Show.
That was Jiff defeating Rock Show. Apprentice Gary Clark, who rode Rock Show, came in for some criticism. I couldn't see any justification for that. He gave the horse every possible chance. Perhaps he did get to the lead a little too soon, but he was a victim of circumstances, and Jiff was just clearly too strong at the finish. We'll show you now the slow-mo of the final stages. Now, Rock Show's about a long neck clear on Jiff, and Clark feels for the whip here as he senses Jiff is just going a little bit the better. Rock Show can't find any extra, and Jiff, who was beautifully handled by Graham Watson, coming from last, saving plenty of ground at the home turn, draws away from the favourite in the final 100 metres. Good performance by Jiff, and good training performance also by Mick Gurn to bring this horse back from, well, he'd completely lost form last year, but now scored 3 in 3 runs and 2 in a week. 7th event was the second Governor Macquarie graduation, and Shear Force, another good ride here from apprentice David Chapman, settled the grey just off the speed. The disappointment was the heavily backed Sleepwalk, going for his 15th straight win. He's in front and looking to be going very easily at this stage. Shear Force trailing those 2 leaders. In 3rd place, that's the grey, and 4th is Power Arrow, another well-backed disappointment.
Sleepwalk the leader. He's just in front of Al Jadati as they race onto the bend. A length away in 3rd spot, Shear Force, followed by Power Arrow, who's pushed along a little bit. He's giving Sleepwalk about 3 lengths as they straighten up. 400 metres to go. Sleepwalk just the leader. Al Jadati moving up on the outside. Shear Force coming at the pair of them. 2 lengths away in 4th spot is Power Arrow. Sleepwalk's just in front. Shear Force out in the middle of the track coming at them. He's got his nose in front, Shear Force now. He's about a half length in front of Sleepwalk, Al Jadati. Gold Orme making up ground. A Nuclear Dream looking everywhere for a run, but Shear Force whipped away from them with 50 metres to go, and in a boil over, Shear Force is too good for them. Shear Force first. 2nd, Gold or Me. 3rd, Nuclear Dream, who had no luck.
What a result there for bookies with the 2 heavily backed horses. It looked a match between Sleepwalk and Power Arrow, both missing a place. So the bookies were cheering going into the final event, and they were still laughing after the last with the success of Princess Tiffany. This race featured a fall at about this stage, relaxing just behind the lead, takes a tumble.
Sibley's Model is next on the inside. There's a fall. There's one down, relaxing, I think it is. A nasty fall at the 800. Coming down the side now, the leader Quaint Way just in front of Princess Tiffany. Bell made 3rd, followed by Del Rose, Sibley's Model Sports Special, then Lock Breeze, Light Street right off the track, Deft Diplomacy next on the outside. Back midfield on the rails is Tigre del Sol. Into the straight, 400 metres to go. Quaint Way joined by Princess Tiffany again. Del Rose on the inside, running on fairly well. Sibley's Model, Lock Breeze going for a run in the middle. Tigre del Sol working to the outside, but giving the leaders quite a start, and then Deft Diplomacy. Princess Tiffany kicked away from them, 150 to go. She's nicely clear. She's 3 lengths in front of Tigre del Sol, and then Deft Diplomacy on the outside, but it's Princess Tiffany in front close to home, and Princess Tiffany's too good, wins it by 2 lengths. Tigre del Sol 2nd, 3rd home Lock Breeze.
Well, Princess Tiffany scoring decisively there, an impressive performance. We told you there was a fall just about before the 700 metres mark. Apprentice Gary Clark suffered concussion and a few scratches and bruises, but miraculously he didn't have more serious injuries, because we'll show you now the slow-mo of this fall. Relaxing's racing just behind the leaders in 3rd spot, clips the heels of the leaders and doesn't actually go to ground, but Clark goes right over the filly's head, hits the ground, and watch these other runners go over the top of him. The one that is badly checked there in black and white and a red cap is Quongo Girl, who somehow or other escaped fall there, but you can see Clark, most of the field going over him, and it was just a miracle that he wasn't more seriously injured. We hope that he's quickly back in action. He did have some good rides at Eagle Farm tomorrow, but I should imagine he'd be in doubt for his engagements there. The TAB information for the Eagle Farm meeting now: 10 and 10 the double, $50 even. The treble, 2 10 and 10, $178.70, and 6-pick Division 1, $10,380.90. That was for 34 points. 2, 4, 10, 3, 10 and 8, the numbers there, and $28,000 will go over towards the pool for next year. Yes, he's a great sprinter at sea, successful in the Challenge Stakes. Clearly too good for Avon Angel on the day. He had a nice trail, 4th spot to the home turn, and he just was a shade too good for the mare at the finish. This is the first event, went to Mick Dittman on Bounding Away, who eased dramatically in the betting. 2's out to 7 to 2, but scored very easily.
Bounding Away went to the lead. Tromper goes to 2nd on top of the ride. rise, hit the star and observed are both running home powerfully from Monreality. Bounding away is the leader with 100 left to run. Going to second is observed on the outside from Tromper and hit at star, but bounding away at the 100 clear. And bookies are going to pay the penalty for taking the risk because bounding away is too good. Bounding away by a length and a half.
Kahana Bay was successful in the second event. In yellow colours and blinkers, gets there in the last stride from the pacemaker String of Pearls.
And Coots Bar at the rear. Around the bend and String of Pearls by a length. Lost Valley the outside. Lord Paddington on the inside is looking for an out. Coming at them, Kahana Bay. Out wider now is Koala Bay working into the picture, followed by French Kiwi. It's String of Pearls in front over the rise. They're all under the whip chasing it. Kahana Bay getting to it. Lord Paddington in the centre, followed by the outside of those was Baloran. But the leader is String of Pearls. They still haven't got it. Kahana Bay's trying hard. String of Pearls and Kahana Bay there stride for stride. Kahana Bay grabs String of Pearls. They split it. By golly, it's tight. Kahana Bay a nose and only a nose. String of Pearls. Kahana Bay nailed it right on the line.
The muddling tempo of the third event didn't suit the favourite Gold Playboy, who was beaten into third place. The winner was King's Currency, who's sitting up in second place at this stage in the red cap.
A length away, Lucky Heaven. Ovation got a crack with the whip. Balladry's on the inside. Now he's asking Gold Playboy to go as the pace quickens up. Silver Helm on the fence and the tail ender as they turn as La Buzetta. It's been a funny old affair. Military Attaché straightens up by a half on King's Currency. 3/4 Lucky Heaven into the picture. Gold Playboy is extricated 4 and 5 wide as they come up the rise. Ovation the centre from Ballad Reason. Military Attaches collared by King's Currency. Gold Playboy under the whippers working home, followed by Lucky Heaven. King's Currency got to the lead from Military Attache. It won't get in. Gold Playboy is battling on. King's Currency in front. Gold Playboy and Military Attache are trying hard. King's Currency's got them all struggling. King's Currency in front and will win.
The fourth event, some good bets landed here on Devious Lady. Pat Welsh knows a few of those. 10s into 13 to 2 and always looked likely to score in the straight.
3 wide is looking for the lead on the bend. It'll get it. Dandelier and Blazing Miss next from Idler-Carter, hooking to the outside as Whimper. Miss Melly to the centre of the track is running on from Idler-Carter and Rudd's Pointers under the whip and Sukiyaki. They're all over the shop. Devious Lady, the leader, got Pretty Paint coming at them as Whimper on the outside from Dandelier. Idler-Carter into the clear from Rudd's Point and Miss Melly, but it's Devious Lady in front of the 100. I don't think they're going to get her. Whimper in second position. Idler-Carter running on with Dandelier, but Devious Lady in front and will win. Devious Lady gets the prize by 2 lengths to Idler-Carter. Dandelier third.
Then came the fifth, and it was At Sea at 2 to 1 on, cruising in third place as they straighten up. Quickly goes to Avon Angel, who's the blue colours and the baldy-faced mare racing outside the leader, and scores nicely At Sea.
He's now getting off the fence, going after them as they come up the rise. Vain Carrier attempting to go with At Sea. They're clear of Chimes Square, Star and Pleasant Flight. At Sea's after Yellow Prince on the inside. Avon Angel between them with 150 to run. At Sea, the outsiders got to the lead. Avon Angel and Yellow Prince are sticking on, but At Sea in front. It's At Sea's challenge. It's in front, coming away from Avon Angel. At Sea wins a length, Avon Angel.
Lady Nuke, who was cleverly handled by apprentice Shane Arnold, took out the sixth. She's in lime green colours, running in third place as they straighten.
She steadily made up ground from Orchestration. Fraser Sass was next, and they were followed well back in the field by I Accept and Colonial Kiwi. Coming up the rise, Border Raiders dash to the lead. Lady Nuke is hot in pursuit. Orchestration the outside. Alpine Lad's gone from Fraser Sass. Lady Nuke's coming after Border Raid. They have it between them at the 100. Lady Nuke went to the lead. Border Raid won't give in, but Lady Nuke's proving a little bit too good at the moment. Border Raid can't hang on to her, and Lady Nuke's coming away from Border Raid. Battling on as Orchestration for third, but Lady Nuke wins by a length and 3/4. Second home, Border Raid. Orchestration third.
Lovely ride there by Arnold. Now, this is the seventh event. Unfortunately, because of technical problems, we have no call. The winner is Riverfront. Now, at this stage, he's in fifth place, the red and white colours and the red cap. And John Duggan angling for a run back over towards the inside. The leader is Lounge Lizard, who kicks away from these horses on the outside. And Riverfront and Nimity Sun, ridden by Peter Cook, are the two making up ground in close. At this stage, Lounge Lizard still well clear. Out wide, Bistro Star starting to hit top gear in the green and orange colours, and behind him is Bifolk, a good effort. But on the line, Riverfront just gets there. Bistro Star flying up out wide to get second. Final event went to Silver Champagne, the grey and yellow and black colours of the Paul Sutherland stable, in about 6th spot, out a bit deep on the track at this stage, but runs on resolutely.
Solivardi and Trascoa into the straight and up the rise. Stephen in front, claiming it as Card Shark and Silver Champagne to the outside. Northern Express between them. Silver Champagne comes away with Card Shark inside the 200. It's Silver Champagne and Card Shark together. The grey Silver Champagne, he's head in front. Card Shark coming again. It's Silver Champagne just in front of Card Shark as they go to the line. Silver Champagne.
Silver Champagne just getting there in the final event. Now the TAB information for the Randwick meeting, and the double numbers were, yes, 3 and 11, $28.80, 4, 3 and 11 the treble, $277.70, and Randwick extra double, 4 and 2, $30.30.
I love the way you've always got this information.
Performance this patch is a well-bred filly, a half-sister to Mr. Merrymaker, and she came from an impossible position, and in fact in the last 10 or 20 metres she was being eased down. It was an incredible performance by Wolvette, and I think that she's a youngster we should follow. Darren Gauci wound her up from well back coming to the home turn, and she really did produce a sensational run.
Straightened up 3 lengths in front of La Zip, Richport, and then further back in the field, Privy Miss. Running to the 200 though, and this has gone further ahead, this leader, Lucky for Some. 4 lengths in front of La Zip, Richport, then a long gap, Wolvette running on from Aces Supreme, but despite the mishap going to the barrier, Lucky for Some 3 or 4 in front. Wolvette is flying down the outside. It might still get up. Wolvette with a great run from last. An amazing performance. Wolvette has grabbed Lucky for Some to get up and win. 3 lengths to La Zip, third from Aces Supreme.
That filly's going to score again, Wolvette. The second went to Stock Avian, in command all the way, kicks just as they straighten, and wasn't seriously challenged, although Jackson Square made up good territory late.
Pulled to the centre of the track, and then further back was Winter, then Red Opaque at the 200-metre mark. Stock Avian a couple of lengths in front of Mighty Remington. Green Action on the outside from Formula Dress, from On Our Selection, Sejuna and Jackson Square, but Stock Avian still in front with about 80 metres to go. Sejuna and on the outside, Jackson Square are flying, but Stock Avian, it'll get the money by 3/4 2 on the line, Jackson Square. Sejuna third.
Third was the Captain Cook handicap, went to Parslip, the horse with the baldy face and the blinkers, burst through in the centre, hits the front about the 150-metre mark.
It's got the vibe rally, Mighty Dom waiting for a run from Wagal. Over on the inside, further back then came Parslip and Tilbury Temptation, 200 to go. Mighty Dom trying to get that run, got the vibe, Wagal, Parslip from Fragonard and Tilbury Temptation at the 100. Parslip drove through on the inside. He grabbed the lead, Parslip now from on the outside, got the vibe, and Fragonard and Parslip gets the money. Parslip by a half length on the line to Got the Vibe. Third home is Fragonard.
Some good bets landed on Touch of Genius, winner of the 4th event, the Barton Handicap. He looks pretty promising. He is solidly back to start 5-2. He's in the pinkish colours out 3 off the fence.
At the 200-metre mark and moved about a length in front of Touch of Genius, coming after it again. Touch of Genius grabs Desolani from Gypsy Alert. The other struggling, No Parole and Mighty Avenger. Touch of Genius takes a lead with 100 to go from Desolani. No Parole battling on with Gypsy Alert, but it's Touch of Genius. A length and a half, Desolani ahead, third Gypsy Alert.
5th event was the Deacon Handicap over 2,000 metres. Alternate, who tackled the leaders about the 200 metres, just held on from Cliffman, who staged a strong finish.
Of Alternate in the centre, and then further back Cliffman, and down the outside Afghan's Idol running on. Educate tackled by Alternate, Afghan's Idol further out, and Cliffman getting out with 150 to go. Alternate put its head in front from Cliffman, Afghan's Idol. He went for home on Alternate. He's a leader from Cliffman getting towards the line. Alternate in front, and Alternate gets the money. A neck on the line to Cliffman, third Afghan's Idol.
Some punters in the know landed some nice bets on Caramilla, winner of the 6th race. Caramilla firmed in from 20s to 12s, and scores from Dream Ruler, who runs on very solidly.
Further out, Caramilla joining in quickly, coming home well from Glissade. Then Queen of Bass further back in the field. At the 200, Caramilla, Siraquay from Glissade, Dream Ruler and Naliska. Caramilla burst to the front with 100 to go. Dream Ruler coming after it quickly. Caramilla just in front of Dream Ruler. Caramilla's hanging on, wins it ahead on the line to Dream Ruler. 3/4 Glissade, third the outside from Queen of Bass.
Another win to Therese's Payne on Selso in the 7th. Selso looked in some trouble halfway down the straight, but under the whip he really fought on strongly and draws away again on the line to defeat Beach Boy.
Beach Boy behind them, running down to the 250-metre mark from Follow the Light. Then further back, Straight Approval and Regal Lord. Yasuk moved up quickly now to tackle Selso, who's fighting on. Follow the Light further out from Urano. Selso again got to the front from Beach Boy, Kentish and Follow the Light. At Selso in front, and Selso gets the money. Selso has won a length and a quarter. Beach Boy second, ahead third Kentish.
Final event went to Lost Art, who was always handy. He shot clear at the 200 metres and comfortably holds off Calling Lisa.
The outside, Vesterberg and Sabanella. Verbano back second last, 250 out. Bit of a star, the leader. Over on the inside, tackled quickly by Lost Art. Then Ming Princess and Tootsiel. Lost Art got the bit of a star. Then Calling Lisa, Ming Princess, Tootsiel and Sabanella rattling home, but Lost Art's in front with 100 to go. Got clear of Calling Lisa and Bit of a Star, and Lost Art wins the money. Wins a length and 3/4 to Calling Lisa. Third is Bit of a Star.
They were the 8 events from Caulfield yesterday. Now the TAB information from that meeting. and the double numbers were 3 and 10, $300.60. Some big dividends there yesterday. 6, 3 and 10 the treble, $2,595.90, and the Caulfield extra double 6 and 3, $112. In the Bricky Creek for you. Well, what a glittering performance it was by Breakfast Creek yesterday. He's an outstanding youngster, and I think he confirmed that he's really a genuine Golden Slipper prospect. The connections won't have any hesitation in posting the $30,000 late entry fee for Breakfast Creek in the Slipper if he continues on and takes out the second and third legs of the Summer Triple Crown. That's the Bissell Stakes in a fortnight, and then the $100,000 Coca-Cola Stakes. Both run at Doomben, so I think Breakfast Creek is long odds on. This is the first from Doomben yesterday. It was the maiden. Went to Ivory and Gold, who came from last. A good performance. Colonel Potter's effort to finish second was very good.
He's racing up to have a crack at versatility in the early part. Musgrave Lady Sovereign Dollar's a little bit wide. Egremont's deep on the track. Cleo's Flight is reasonably placed, running about 6:30. Getting back in the field now is Transcendence on the outside. He just ran up onto the heels of a horse in front, copped a bit of a bump. Followed then by Colonel Potter on the outside. British Connection, the rails. Ivory and Gold is drifting well back in the field, passed by Betty Boops. And then Classy Chloe, who's on the outside of Kelly Sun and Balcony Boy, is last. Running along the back, coming up towards 1,000, Tatters Lad, the leader, a length in front. Egremont second, Versatility third. Legal Challengers ahead away fourth on the outside. Followed by Sovereign Dollars. Over on the inside, picking up ground now is Soskull. There's Betty Boops making a quick dash right around the field, going very fast. Sovereign Dollars, Musgrave Lady next, followed by Transcendence. And then Cleo's Flight on the rounds. Balcony Boy now starting a run. Colonel Potter, British Connection, well back. And then Kelly Sun, Ivory and Gold. And Classy Chloe's last. Running towards the home turn, and he's gone for home now, and Tatters Lad dashes away to lead by 3 lengths. They've got 400 metres to go. Tatters Lad nicely clear. Betty Boops a bit wide on the bend. And Versatility Egremont, followed by Sauce Gold. Transcendence to the outside, making up ground. And then Egremont, Sovereign Dollars, and further back Cleo's Flight. Tatters Lad in front. Versatility forced to go back to the inside, coming after the leader now. Running on gamely, Ivory and Gold. Look at him go, Ivory and Gold right down the outside. He swamped those leaders, raced to the front. Colonel Potter flying home at the end. Ivory and Gold just in front. Colonel Potter lunged at him, nothing in it. Very close between Colonel Potter, Ivory and Gold. It could go either way.
Desperate finish there to the first event, and the photo verdict going to Ivory and Gold. The second went to Bank Coin, who was beautifully ridden by Ken Russell. He had him poised just behind the speed, and as far as 800 metres from home, he looked the one to beat. The favourite, Fixed Flush, was given every chance by apprentice Glenn Haggerty. Just might have tapered off a little bit. His form has been very good of late. But this is Bank Coin in the pinkish colours running fourth. As they say at the harness racing, one out and one back.
Together at the rear, Saturn and Sapilli, 1,000 metres to go. Fixed Flash is the leader. He's a half length in front. Butterfly Prince is second. A length away third, Del Dier. 2 to Bank Coin, who's going nicely. 4 lengths off the lead. Then Sharp Arrow, Fairy Prince starting a run on the outside. Followed by Saturn on the inside. Royal Crest is well back, and Sapilli is last. Down the side, 650 metres to go. Fixed Flush just bowling along out in front of half clear. Butterfly Prince under a little bit of pressure, moving up to pour on the speed on the outside of Fixed Flush as they head to the corner. Del Dier is 2 lengths away third, and Bank Coin is closing nicely on the outside, followed by Royal Crest, Fairy Prince, then Sapilli, Sharp Arrow and Saturn. Straightening up, 350 metres to go. He goes full bore on Fixed Flash. He's just in front of Butterfly Prince and Bank Coin coming at the pair of them on the outside. Then Del Dier and Royal Crest with Fairy Prince. Bank Coin throwing down the gauntlet to Fixed Flash. Bank Coin's just in front of Fixed Flash. He's about a half length in front. Bank Coin edging away from Fixed Flash the last little bit. He's too strong for Fixed Flash, Bank Coin, and he's going to win it clearly. Bank Coin first, Fixed Flash second, close for third. A photo between Butterfly Prince.
A lightly raced 4-year-old Towanda had let supporters down when favourite at his previous 2 starts, but the punters backed up. He was heavily backed again yesterday, and he scored like a short-priced favourite should. Mike Pelling had him nicely placed, running second and third on the fence. That's him trailing the leader at this stage, Prince Pageant. He closes up nicely and gets to Prince Pageant about the 200 metres and scores handsomely.
Prince Pageant nicely clear, running to the home turn. He's 3 in front. Second Towanda, chasing the leader now. Keelat third on the outside of Valorous, followed by Silver Style, and further back came the Cobb into the straight, 300 metres to go. Prince Pageant the leader, he's flat now. Towanda coming out after him smartly on the outside, and shortly after it's Towanda looming up on the outside of Prince Pageant to go to the lead. Valorous in third place, and then Keelat, but it's Towanda in front. He wants to roll back to the rails, given a couple of smacks with a whip. He puts his mind on the job and shoots away from Prince Pageant to win it by a length. Towanda first, Prince Pageant second, Valorous third.
Well, Towanda is likely to have a break now and then be set for the Winter Carnival. I thought Valorous' effort to finish third was encouraging. I think he'll pick up a race over a bit more ground pretty shortly. Fourth event went to the grey Picaro. He deserved this victory. He's been racing very consistently. Mike Pelling had him placed nicely, just off the speed coming to the turn. About the 150-metre mark, he looked in some danger, but then he kicked nicely and Swap Style, the runner-up, just died slightly on his run.
Running towards the home turn, this leader coming back to them. They've got 4.50 to go. Indian Sand 2 in front of his stablemate Pacific Angel. Picaro with a well-timed run on the outside after the leader, followed by Dream Isle, then Swap Style and Roman Jack into the straight. Picaro raced up on the outside, shot to the front. 300 metres to go. Picaro clear, 2 lengths in front. Swap Style after him on the outside. Indian Sand dropping out of it, then Pacific Angel. He pulls the whip on Picaro. He's still 2 in front of Swap Style, and he's got them beaten. Picaro spearing to the post, wins it easily. Swap Style second, 4 lengths away third with a kiss.
Well, the favourite in that Avon Jet, heavily back to start 5-2, very disappointing. We'll take a break now in Sports Scene and come back and have a look at a dynamic performance by Breakfast Creek. He was handy third at the home turn, a little bit deep on the track, but once they straightened, he just blasted away. Pam O'Neill set him loose and he careered away to score by 6 lengths from Prince Calling.
450 metres to go. Creolina just in front of Breakfast Creek, who's coming out after the filly. In third place, Imperial Semi-Pal, then Prince Calling, Lord Barnaby and Petravia. Breakfast Creek loomed up on the outside of Creolina as they straighten up, and he shoots away. It's Breakfast Creek 2 in front of Creolina, followed by Prince Calling, Imperial Semi-Pal and Lord Barnaby making up ground, but it's all Breakfast Creek with 150 metres to go. Look at him go. He's 6 lengths in front, and he's blitzing them in the run to the post. He's going to win it easily. Breakfast Creek first, Prince Calling second, Lord Barnaby third.
Well, that was undoubtedly the best 2-year-old performance of the season so far, and I think one of the best juvenile performances we've seen here in Brisbane for a good few seasons. Breakfast Creek looks certain to take out the remaining 2 legs of the Doomben Triple Crown. Sixth event was the General Jackson's Flying, and a real upset here with Splendid Performer swamping the favourite Pete's Choice at the finish. Keep an eye on Hallison over towards the inside over the final part. He doesn't have much room.
50 metres out, and the lead at Noosa Gardens, a neck in front of Pete's Choice as they straighten up. Gold Beater 2 lengths away third, then Crafty Indian, who's got the drop on the leaders if he's good enough. Then Tennis Splendid Performer and Hallison. Pete's Choice loomed up on the outside, poked his nose in front. Noosa Gardens kicking again on the inside. Down the outside, running on strongly, Splendid Performer and Crafty Indian. Pete's Choice in front. Splendid Performer swamping him close to home. Splendid Performer going a bit the better. And Splendid Performer raced up to Pete's Choice, and Splendid Performer was able to win it. Splendid Performer.
A great result there for bookies with Splendid Performer at 25-1 getting the prize. We'll show you now the slow-mo of the final stages, and you'll notice how unlucky Hallison was. Debatable whether he would have won, but he certainly would have been right in the finish. Now, he's in the pink and black colours over on the inside, and here he starts to run out of room. He was coming quickly, and you'll notice Apprentice Haggerty has to stand in the irons and reef him back. He just ran out of room up on the fence. In the meantime, Splendid Performer charged down the outside to knock out the favourite Pete's Choice. Fair effort by the third-place getter, Crafty Indian. Seventh event was the novice handicap, and Arvak scored a well-deserved win. He'd been out of luck in recent city runs and had his previous start at the Gold Coast, but yesterday he was beautifully ridden by Mike Pelling. Now he's in the orange and black colours, running in about 6th place at this stage.
In front of Rags, Nicer Slider head away third, then Blue Arian, Blue Warner, followed by Arvak, heels away, and then Bo Quest into the straight, 350 to go. Bill's Heritage a length in front of Rags, Blue Arian on the outside. Arvak coming into it with a great run. Blue Warner going for a split in the middle. Arvak's hit the lead on the outside. Arvak just in front of Blue Arian. Rags has gone. Hoyer Flight on the outside making ground. It's Arvak in front close to home. He's about a neck clear. Blue Warner making ground quickly the last little bit. Arvak in front. They hit it. Arvak. Arvak has just won it. He's won it by a half head to Blue Warner. Hoyer Flight and Blue Arian in a photo.
Well, Arvak might have got the prize there and deserved it, but I think he was a little bit lucky on the day, because you'll notice in this slow-mo replay we show you now that the runner-up Blue Warner was a tragedy beaten. Now, the horse 2 out from the fence is Rags, the favourite. Outside him is Blue Warner, and Blue Arian's the horse outside of him. Now, Blue Warner, you'll notice in the white colours, has to stop and lose valuable ground there, possibly a length and a half. Now he switches around the heels of the winner, Arvak, and watch him power home from this point. It takes him a few strides to get balanced up, but now from here he really makes good ground on Arvak, and in the end it was only a head or so in it. I think Blue Warner is certain to pick up one of these events. Probably about 1,100 metres is the ideal distance for him too. The final event is the graduation, and punters went for a big win here on Blazing Khan. Never looked likely to lose either the plunge. Ken Russell had him quickly out. Now he's in the orange, the black and yellow colours rather, with the white sleeves, cruising in third place at this stage, and he goes on just a little too strongly for Shear Force.
Shear Force the outside, a neck in front of Amboina. Blazing Khan's got the drop on them, sitting there pretty in third place at the moment. Then Little Downey and Silver Streak, 300 metres to go. Shear Force the leader, Blazing Khan after him quickly on the outside. Then Amboina, Little Downey and Silver Streak. Shear Force fighting on. Blazing Khan moved up on the outside, poked his nose in front. Shear Force is not going to give in without a fight, but Blazing Khan's a little bit too good, edges away close to home, wins it by a half length. Blazing Khan first, Shear Force second, third Silver Streak.
Bit of a scare for Connections when Blazing Khan appeared sore returning to scale, but he quickly threw that off, and it appears that he just struck himself somewhere near the finish. Now the TAB information from the Doomben meeting yesterday, and the double numbers were... Tricky. 1 and 1 the double, $19.70. That hasn't done anything for my heart. 8, 1 and 1 the treble, $44.70. That's the TAB information. Now the 6 pick, 8, 2, 1, 8, 1 and 8. The lucky numbers, the 8's getting a big mention there. And Division 1, $31,910.25. What Pat Welch could do with that.
Yes, I could spend it at a couple of the names we mentioned at the start of the racing at Randwick yesterday after a spell.
Yes, she was a bit disappointing, Pat. Heavily back to start the favourite at 5 to 2. I thought she should have worked to the line a little better. Perhaps it was too short for her 1,200 metres, but while fresh, I thought that she could have done a bit more, but she's too classy to dismiss on just one performance, and I think that she'll quickly be back in the money down in Sydney, because she showed her class in the spring. It's just a matter of her striking her best form. First event at Randwick yesterday went to Evandale Star. Landed some good bets, 6s into 7 to 2. Evandale Star just slicing between runners, 3 out, and goes on to score nicely.
Battling on, followed by Rose Common. Here's Evandale Star chiming into the picture. Armelina not getting much room from Nandy Ray. A wall of them at the 150. Evandale Star takes the lead. Dreams Delight comes after Evandale Star, but Evandale Star is holding Dreams Delight and Nandy Ray. And Evandale Star wins at a half length. The Dreams Delight, third Nandy Ray. Goes along past that marker.
Nimble Touch all the way to make it 11 in a row, and solidly back to start the favourite at 11 to 8.
Triumph from Bifolk. Nimble Touch, untroubled to lead clearly on the point of the corner, and rounding same now. It's Nimble Touch, more than a length on Lofty Bear under the whip. Black Ivory another length away. And then LA Triumph and a good gap to Bifolk, coming to the 200. And this son of a former Melbourne Cup winner, Light Fingers, Nimble Touch, a length and a half clear. He's safely holding Black Ivory, followed by LA Triumph on the outside. But this is win number 11 in succession for Nimble Touch. Nimble Touch, too good for LA Triumph and Black Ivory, and he wins at 2 lengths.
The third was the Hall Stand Handicap, and Ovation shot to the lead before the home turn, and under desperate riding comfortably held off Lord Paddington and Kahana Bay.
And whipping the field in his total control. 600 metres left to gallop, and again there's the acid test coming to the leader, My Parade, because Dufficy on Ovation surged that foiler right around the outside of the field, and he goes to the lead. Now Lord Paddington is after Ovation as they straighten up, but Ovation's a length and a half, Lord Paddington. Kahana Bay's putting his mind on the job now. My Parade is dropping off, and 2 to Lost Valley, and then Border Rate. Ovation comes to the 200 metres. He's a length and a quarter, Lord Paddington battling on, and so too Kahana Bay. Dufficy goes for Ovation. Kahana Bay and Lord Paddington trying hard to pick him up. Lord Paddington coming at Ovation, but it'll be in vain. Ovation's too good for Lord Paddington and Kahana Bay, and Ovation wins at a length, Lord Paddington, third Kahana Bay.
The Light Fingers Stakes, and this is Tingo Tango. Now she's in the purple and white colours, in close to the fence, in front of only a couple on the screen there. Scriven moves her towards the outside in the straight, but she only plods. The winner is Shinakima, who led throughout.
Positioned over Dancehall Girl, Fleet Invader. A length further away, Hasty Zip, and then comes Cooch, and on the inside rail, Tingo Tango, Signal to Noise, Imperial Ann, and Rudd's Point. They're on the bend on the Light Fingers Stakes, and Shinakima shows them a clean pair of heels. Second, Posse Nature Splendour. Extraditus third, then Breakdancer, followed by Fleet Invader, Dancehall Girl. Travel Light not getting a lot of room, and Scriven's got the whip on Tingo Tango. She's only got 5 behind her, but past the 200. It's Shinakima giving back as a great side. Dancehall Girl races to second, but on the outside, Signal to Noise rattles home. But Shinakima, she's too good. And Shinakima, oh boy, what a go for Midas. We've got Hasty Zip, Nature Splendour,
This is the fifth, the Coca-Cola Apollo Stakes, and a great win here to the 3-year-old Drawn. Didn't have much in reserve at the finish, but he was able to hold off heat of the moment by a half head.
Running this bloke down, Rising Prince, providing his condition holds out. As they straighten up now, Rising Prince, 3/4 feeling fit, a length and a half to Drawn, and then most impressive and Handy Proverb hooking to the outside with heat of the moment. Langby goes for Rising Prince at the 200, feeling fit, and now Drawn at heat of the moment. Join Rising Prince. Now it's Drawn taking the lead from Rising Prince. Heat of the moment is after Drawn. Drawn just in front of heat of the moment, and Drawn's wanted to nose. Compact field.
Sixth went to Western Ace. Impressive debut. This is in the lime green colours. A bit green. He was in big trouble halfway down the straight, but showed great courage to defeat Imperial Majesty by a long head.
And then Hereditary. Very wide out is Coolbury, and a length further back comes Pembroke. On the swing at the 450 metres, Western Ace and Fairy Wish, Hammer and Tong. With on the outside, Western Ace just shading Fairy Wish, Ithaca Star. Coming around them to make a line of 3. Bullet Train 4, deep dismissal under the whip. And further out is Imperial Majesty putting in a charge. At the 200, Western Ace, Ithaca Star and Imperial Majesty on the outside. Fairy Wish dropping off. Ithaca Star now takes the lead, but Western Ace kicks again. Imperial Majesty cutting them down on the outside. Western Ace has just won it. Western Ace.
Very classy 3-year-old Hula Chief from the Bart Cummings stable took out the 7th event and did it in very impressive style. He's moving up into a good third at the home turn.
Swiftly Roman from Chilada, Indian Raj, and tailed off is Whiskey Kingdom. They swing around the home corner in the Royal Sovereign Stakes, and Slave Trade leads by 3/4, gliding out a length away third, but coming into it is the favourite Hula Chief very quickly. Chanteclair hooking 4 wide from Swift Cheval, but Hula Chief takes over coming down to the 200 metres, and Hula Chief kicks away from gliding up Swift Cheval and Chanteclair, but at the 100, and it's all Hula Chief at this stage. Second on the outside, Swift Cheval. Chanticleer kicks back, but Hula Chief is a mile too good. Hula Chief by 2 lengths Chanteclair. A nose away third was Swift Cheval, then Swift in the direction.
Punters who took the short odds about the last favourite, Paris Knight, looked in awful trouble until the last 50 metres when he swamped them down the outside to just defeat Adams Comment.
Wedged away. Then Kidman Steal a Steal from Beragura, Paris Knight and Adams Comment, straightening up at the 400, and little between Magic Dream and Dr. Clockwork. Lord Hunterley coming at them, then Steal a Steal, Kidman, Beragura and Adams Comment, and further back is Nasrali. Lord Hunterley in front narrowly, Adams Comment and Beragura on the outside, whittling down the margin. Lord Hunterley just in front from Beragura, Adams Comment, and Paris Knight warming up now. It's Adams Comment taking the lead. Paris Knight is whittling down the margin, and Paris Knight's arrived.
Great finish there to the final event from Randwick, and the favourite Paris Knight, a big performance to just get up. Now the TAB information from the Sydney meeting yesterday, and the double numbers 9 and 8, $9.30, and the treble 2, 9 and 8, $146.80, while the extra double from Randwick 4 and 1 paid $6.70. That was the action from Sydney yesterday.
Just a tragic note to yesterday's meeting down there, the injury to Wayne Harris.
Yes, well, it does appear as though the injuries could be serious. He was kicked in the enclosure, well, kicked to the body in the enclosure, just before the 6th event, and really looked very bad, and there was a lot of concern from officials, so we hope that it's not too serious because he's booked to go overseas very shortly.
The word from committee down there is that there'll be no footage of the incident released either. Apparently there may be legal ramifications, I'm not sure, but unfortunately no footage of the incident yesterday, and a very nasty one to Wayne Harris.
Yes, well, he's been plagued by bad luck throughout the last 4 or 5 years. He's a rider of immense talent. He has great weight problems, and his opportunities are severely restricted because of that, so it'll be a tragedy if he's sidelined with injuries over that freak incident yesterday at Randwick.
OK, we're going to take a break.
The favourite True Version, narrowly beaten. It was a desperately close go. Caledonian Boy just holding on. True Version, who was the subject of a massive press conference during the week, an offer of $4 million has been rejected for him. Well, I guess some of the gloss went off him yesterday, but he was courageous in defeat. First event was the Corrigan Hurdle, and With a Vengeance, who is the favourite at 9 to 4, bungled a few jumps. Now, that was Relko, the 5 to 2 second favourite, who dislodged his rider there coming to the 800 metres. With a Vengeance in the red and black colours, Jeff Murphy's colours, moving up to a close third.
4 lengths to Malabar. D'Angelo's under the whip next, and then Island Sun. They come to the 600 with only 2 to jump. Fair Creature on the outside and Whippet together. Now With a Vengeance has been eased from behind them to go up and join the leaders. 3 lengths away, D'Angelo still plodding on under great pressure, and then Malabard. But With a Vengeance has taken the lead as they turn for home. Quickly dashed away from Fair Creature, then Whippet on the outside of them. Then there's D'Angelo under the whip, but With a Vengeance clear over the last. Crashed through it. From in second placing is Fair Creature, and they were followed further back by D'Angelo. Rapelko's still up there about third, but With a Vengeance has only got to jump the last. He does that. He's got it one. In second placing, Fair Creature, and then came D'Angelo further back in the field, Whippet. But in the run home, With a Vengeance scores by about 4 lengths. Fair Creature second, another 4 or 5 lengths to D'Angelo. Then came Whippet, Malabard, and last to finish in the race was Ireland's Son.
Clever ride by Darren Goucher to take out the second on Roman Laurel. He's very awkwardly placed just behind the leaders here, searching for a run. Once he gets into the clear, the youngster dashes to the line to score pretty impressively at the finish.
It's still on the inside, Inertia in front. From Bells are calling. Roman Laurel is struggling, and then Bravera. But with 200 to go now, Roman Laurel's rider went for the whip. He's answering the challenge very quickly. Races up to Inertia, and Roman Laurel's now coming away in the run home. He's going to win it well by a little more than a length to Inertia. 4 lengths away, Bravera.
Third event went to Palooka. It's a 2,500 metre event. There's some pretty tired steeds at the end of this, but Palooka outplugged them. He took over from Reject about the 200 metre mark, and a desperate riding went on to score well.
And they're followed by Opaque Star under the whip. Reject just the leader. Palooka's drawn to it with 200 to go. They're clear of Perlek, Brixton and Opaque Star. Palooka got about a head in front. Reject on the inside can't do any better, and Palooka starting to draw away. And Palooka a neck in front with 100 to go is coming away from Reject. Palooka wins a half length to Reject. 5 lengths away third, Brixton. It was followed.
Fourth event was the Riverside Welter, and Todd Wilkes, who was pretty easy in the betting, got out from 5 to 2 to 4s. He's the leader at this stage, just shifting away from the fence, but he kicks strongly after they straighten, and he goes on to score by 2.5 lengths from Colenso.
Outside clear of Sabre Tayab, but Todd Wilkes finding plenty. Led a length and a half again with 300 to go. Kicked away from Colenso. Never late down the outside under the whip, but Todd Wilkes has got a big break. He's drawn away 2.5 in front, holding them easily. Colenso is second, and then Sabre Tayab coming home when it's all over. But Todd Wilkes wins by 3 lengths to Colenso. Sabre Tayab flashing home for third.
Fifth event was the main one, the Debonair and Caledonian Boy. Handy second at this stage. He gets clear, and then True Version stakes his claim, but just wasn't able to peg back Caledonian Boy.
And then Baptised trying to get out. Raj put it the 400 led from Caledonian Boy. Gouchy's out on True Version now, then Baptised followed by Rajput and Pharostan. Caledonian Boy hit the front. True Version coming at him at the 200, and they're followed by Pharostan. True Version gradually getting to Caledonian Boy. He won't give in, Caledonian Boy. He's ahead in front. True Version trying hard. Caledonian Boy. He's won it, Caledonian Boy, I reckon. A nose to True Version. About 4 lengths away in third.
Queensland owned Rory's Twig took out the 6th event as the favourite at 11 to 8, moving up 4 off the fence, and is just a bit too good for the stablemate Garland of Roses.
Dream of Kingston and Rory's Twig, nearly a line of 4. Gull Vintage behind them. It's the leader still, Garland of Roses. He's had to go for it. Orchid can't go on. Rory's Twig coming at it now. The 2 stablemates are going to fight it out. I think Rory's Twig's going home a bit better. Drew level with Garland of Roses and took the lead with 100 to go. Then Gold Vintage and Orchid, and Rory's Twig kept going. Hands and Heels will win. 3 parts of a length to Garland of Roses. Close for third. Maybe Gold Vintage nosed Orchid out of third, placing at about...
The next was the Chester Manifold Stakes, and Carlisle Ben, with a flashing finish down the extreme outside, swamps them in the last 50 metres. Globetrotter and Bullion Broker the place getters.
Globetrotter hard-ridden, making a bit of ground. Keeper's got the Navajo Tradition. Lord of Camelot's in the clear if he's good enough, and wider out Ikea and Globetrotter. With 300 to go, Lord of Camelot tackling Keepers, who's got a length on him, however. They're followed by Highboard and Bullion Broker. Keepers a half length in front. Lord of Camelot's doing nothing much now. Here's Globetrotter down the outside, and Carlisle Ben with a big run. It's Carlisle Ben and Globetrotter swooping the leaders on the line, and Carlisle Ben wins it from Globetrotter. Bullion Broker got up for third.
weaving run by Besterberg gave him victory in the final event, this filly rather. She looked in desperate trouble until the last 100 metres when slices through between runners. Now she's in the orangey colours, running about 6th on the inside.
Of Sterling at the 300 and bit of a star clear. Bon Papay now quickly ranging up to it. Galway Gale and Tutsul coming at them on the outside. Bon Papay dash to the lead. Besterberg getting a thread through on the inside. Galway Gale and Besterberg. They're coming at Bon Papay. Bon Papay in front, but Besterberg's coming home better on the outside. Drew level near the line. Great win, Besterberg. Scores by about a half length. Bon Papay. Hit away third, Galway Gale from...
Yes, well, 12 to 1 chance had the bookies cheering Besterberg in the final event. Now the TAB double and treble information from Flemington yesterday. 2 and 3 the doubles, $74 even. 1, 2 and 3 the trebles, $324. Didn't have to worry about change there. 2 and 6 the extra double, $39.40.